Tom. It's Tom.
This is fucking 25?
Episode 25? We're recording? Oh, shoot. All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode 25 of the Shut Your Ass Up podcast. Ass Up podcast. I'm your host, slapping you in the face. No,
And I'm the co-host dissing you in front of your mama.
well, slapping your pets. All I'm gonna flick your goldfish.
I melt string tees on your toes so you can't walk around on your carpet. Don't be a minute. Man, how you feeling, man?
I'm all right, man. You hit me up earlier. I was at the store, and then you hit me up again. I was taking a shower. I was like, oh, damn.
Timing.
I'm here. We're here, man.
Yeah, you hit me up, and I was fucking streaming the Capcom Cup final shit.
I was watching it a little bit.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, it was just them talking, and I was like, oh, shoot. Let me go to the store. I think that's when I went to the store. Yeah.
I was watching that. It was cool to watch that. And to see, like, cause fuck, man, the vid shit fucked up everything, right? Cause now niggas were supposed to travel to Capcom Cup, go to Puerto Rico, playing the shit, and like niggas was gonna win. It was 200K there, but the past 3 years for Capcom Cup, it was like 200K, 250, and then 225 or some shit.
Damn, for first, second, and third?
First place.
Oh, for first place. Oh, I thought you were naming them like.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
how much.
no. So like 2 years ago it was 250. Last year it was 225. This year I think it was gonna be 200. But then the vid shit fucked shit up, and so they made it do like some online exhibition looking ass kind of shit. I don't know what the niggas like. Once they told me that the shit was canceled, then I really didn't like look into it. You know what I mean? Because then like it just fucked off everything that everybody was going after. Like when you go in a normal tournament year, like they had the first year I started doing it in 2016, they had like ranking events and premier events, and then 2017, then they made way more premier events be worth more and shit like that. Then they came up with super premieres and shit like that. And then the next year after that, then all this bid bullshit. So it was just a change of pace for everybody to go through the season, and at the end, like, hey, but we wanted to do it out of everybody's safety with the vid and all this, so we're gonna switch up and we'll do it. And so, like, you can't get mad at them, you know what I mean? Because everybody had to adjust to this shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But now we got this big ass update that's gonna change the game. They got a new mechanic called V Shift. That shit's gonna go live at 12 a.m. PST. Most of the time, when they say the maintenance is gonna come back, normally it comes back on 2 hours prior. So I'm looking at
V shift.
Huh?
What is V shift?
So V shift is kind of like V shift is actually a invincible backdash that also throw invincible too. So what is going to change in the game is normally when people do block strings that you normally can't block or you can't get out of. So like a Guile, he'll come up and do his normal string, stand medium punch, crouch medium punch, into Sonic Boom. Now with V Shift, he does that autopilot string of stand medium punch, crouch medium punch, Sonic Boom. So you use a bar of V meter, and you move invincible on that boom part. So while he's still recovering from throwing the boom, you backing up and then moving forward so you can hit him.
Oh shoot!
It's been changed. How we play the game.
That reminds me of like Third Strike. Like not Third Strike. It reminds me of For Honor because they have invincible attacks, right? So you're going even though you hit the light, right? You hit the light, they do an overhead and it's orange, and it just cuts right through your freaking your light or your heavy. So you go right in it, like right into it. That
I
shit
didn't
happened to
even
me.
know that. So hold up, all the invincible moves make colors in For Honor? I didn't even know this invincible.
Yeah, there's it's unblockable, and then there's one that's un something. It's a white one. Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, it's a white one, and then there's the orange one. And then once you see the orange flash, basically when you see the orange flash, you can cancel, and then it fucks up their timing when they try to parry, and then that's when you go and do your other shit.
That's that advanced shit right there, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man! I was getting used to it, but yeah, that's what it reminds me of with Street Fighter. That's what it sounds like. But it also reminds me of a parry with on Third Strike too, because you can when you parry the like all the hits, it leaves an opening, right?
Like even with parry the jumping, like or like you had air parry. That was the thing. Like so, yeah, it's gonna change the game though for sure. And like everybody that like kind of went away from the game, this update is big enough where it's gonna bring a lot of people back. So it's gonna be a big ass surge of niggas playing Street Fighter again.
That's funny though. It's gonna be crazy watching the tournaments and the matches and stuff. Because when they pull that shit off at the right time, that's an oh moment, right?
Oh, of
No.
course. Because nobody's done it yet, right? Because now,
Yeah,
so the first person to do it is gonna feel like the shit, and it's like this is the this is the most important time content wise fighting game player because Guilty Gear. Remember how we just downloaded that shit, and so everybody that's been playing the Guilty Gear beta, been pumping out and labbing and understanding what the fuck characters do and mechanics. So now with this big ass shift, it's gonna bring everybody back because everybody got to lab and see like, well, fuck, what does my character do? How does my character get out of shit? And then everybody else that we fight against, what does my character do that they can get out of my shit that I normally do? So I can be prepared to not do that shit no more because if I just gonna play them like normal, they were like, nah, nigga, I lab my character, I lab your character. Who else you play? I lab them. Like you lose for lack of knowledge when the new update happens. So that's why everybody gonna jump back in, get it just like, oh, this how it is, oh, this where, oh, nigga, you still whack, and then you know.
yeah. It's gonna change your person too, so it could possibly change the people that you're bad matchups for, right? It's gonna nullify that with this update. That's crazy.
Because like if you ever see me play the girl with the crystal ball, Manat,
Yeah,
she's whack because her V reversal is punishable. Like my main character, Karen, her V reversal ain't punishable. So like unless you know it's coming, you can throw it. But otherwise, even when you don't know it's coming, you can still punish Manat. She goes to the other side and it's so slow that by the time she gets to the other side, you're like, all right, yeah, motherfucker. And then you still hit her. Like
yeah,
shouldn't have even did that. So by her being able to do V shift, she's gonna be able to get out of more pressure than she normally has to take. Which as long as she can get out of that pressure, then she still got a chance to win. So it is gonna change a lot of matchups. But no, but since it ain't happened yet, and the thing that I noticed with developers too, which I can really bring this back to producing still, is that the producers create this situation and yeah, some of them may play the game, but they still never know how it's going to pan out when the meta changes amongst the community. Because
yeah,
even though they play the game, that's not their forte. It's niggas forte where like Javits, fucking Hatson, we got probably like a cool 5 to 6 niggas that is Street Fighter lab rat niggas. Meaning that they lab every character, not just their character. We got some niggas that's lab specialists for their character, but we got niggas that's just universal lab specialists. The shit that they discover, obviously they share it with the community, but it's shit that the developers would have never found because they that ain't their forte. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So
Yeah. There's those
like,
people that'll break the game to find out what's going on with it and exploit the freaking weaknesses and shit. That's how infinites are born, right? And then come to find out
shut up,
everybody has
man.
an
Shut
infinite,
up.
right?
Shut up. Fucking
Yeah.
Magneto. Fucking Magneto.
Hey, I don't know any. The truth is on MVC2, I didn't know any. The only person that I knew that their infinite was Iron Man, and the other ones is that I just labbed combos to make sure your shit went all the way gone. It wasn't a what's it called though. It wasn't a infinite, but it was just a heavy hitting combo. Yeah, man. Magneto, it's too hard. I know that he has one, but it was too hard for me to do. I wasn't that good.
At the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, even now at the height of my playing, I still couldn't do it. I wasn't like in it that hard. but I would still be able to beat average dude.
Yeah. And see, most of the time when it's stuff like that, right? Because like I did some fucking for the 4 trials, right?
Mhm.
I'm in there trying to do the trials, trying to do the trials. It took me an hour and a half to do like the homeless who came in. Oh, bro, all you gotta do is this and this, and I'm like, see, that shit from a nigga that shit changes the game when a nigga already been down the path, you know?
Oh, true. Yeah, because there's rhythm to the infinites, right? Yeah. That one I didn't do it yet. That's
Yeah,
why I never tried it actually. Well, I tried to do it on the controller, like a regular controller, but it's hard. It's made
yeah, it's a rhythm. It's like ba da pop. Like once you start off the first part, and then most of the time when I seen people do it infinite, you start off the first part, which is one rhythm, and then in order to keep it up is another.
right. Yeah, I seen the same thing. It's a rhythm to get in it and the rhythm to sustain. Yeah. Like yeah, man, I've seen that before too. And sometimes used to see people not even look at the thing. They're just looking
Yeah,
at their
they
they're just
already
doing
know the rhythm.
da da doom da da da. Yeah. I remember yeah, Magneto's was because it was an air dash up and then dash down kind of shit. And I was like, oh, fuck my brain. Like my brain hurts because it just goes up, boom, and you hit them, boom, boom, boom. And then the very end of it, you can do the last combo, like whatever combo out of it, like an air combo or some shit. But yeah, finish it off, like make sure that they ain't getting in there. But you know, Street Fighter.
Yeah. So no, what where that relates is that so the last track I just put out, which was Dare You to Do Better, right?
Mm.
Um, but I realized with a lot of my tracks, background, because like I put like a little cavernous cave, and like it just represents that penguin that says slide um on Fight Club. You know what I'm saying? Um, but what I noticed was when I make the tracks, I was like, dude, I feel like a game developer. Because what do game developers do in these games that we had growing up? I don't know if they still do them nowadays, but growing up, they always had Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, yeah.
I put Easter eggs in my tracks, and it's like it's shit I know that's there, and it'd be dope, Hey, through the years, motherfuckers be like, you know, fucking Boris, like what? Like I could make trivia based off of each track on the little nuanced shit that's in there that I know most people ain't paying attention. So it just made me trip off about Easter eggs. Put Easter eggs in there, but you got to have people that want to break the game in order to find
True, yeah. And there are people that will do that. I'm not one of them, but there's some fucking people that'll do that shit. It's crazy. Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Uh, what happened for me this week? I put out Beats and Bacon, low sodium. It has a two piece. So there's a two piece, the two tracks, two lo-fi songs that sound very similar. Even for me, it's hard to kind of differentiate the two.
I didn't. I gotta run back. I put Midnight Sunrise in today's episode that dropped at 7 o'clock.
Oh, nice.
LA
Oh,
Dog
yeah.
will be next week. But I've listened to Midnight Sunrise twice, but I don't remember going back to listen to it. So I can't tell you how similar. The one thing I was listening to today with Midnight Sunrise was is the sound of the piano is very spot on and intentional. And I think we did talk about that last. Get that feel?
That one is a sample. So the pianos in there and both the songs are samples. But I think I didn't really change too much up on it. I just got the sample, kind of like let it go. And then I cut up like the second half of it. I did that with LA Dog too. I let the first one ride out, and then the second one I cut it up a little bit, but it's kind of seamless. You can't really tell.
What?
Um,
I mean, you said that. He was like, "Oh man," because like, we was talking about tracks with each other. He was like, "Hey, yeah, dude, I be hearing some of your samples, dude. We both use Splice, like I hear."
Splice, yeah, yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
"Yeah, I be trying to switch it up." And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, man, sometimes I just leave it in there. Now what? What? Because like on my last one, I just left it. Fucking beautiful dreamer. I just left
Yeah.
it. I just left that little
Yeah, you
Donkey
just
Donkey Kong sample. But why did? And the reason why I did is because like it just felt like I was gonna be doing too much if I tried to fuck it up. I wanted it to be recognizable for the '90s kids that grew up and played Donkey Kong. If I did
right.
it too much, I know it won't be recognizable because I got arpeggiate and blah blah. But why do you like when you get that feeling like I don't want to really chop it up just a little bit towards the end? What makes you say fuck it? I shouldn't chop it up in the beginning.
It just sounds better. Like it to me, well, it's all about your ears, right? When you're making music, especially as a person that's sampling, like a lot of people like that sampled like Kanye or like this, any 70s soulful sample or something like that. They just leave the shit. They leave it and they just boop, just loop it, right? And that's how you know what song it's from, kind of thing. But yeah, for me, usually I like the old me would chop it into like freak out, mince that shit, and then like just keep messing around in different pads to where it sounds like it doesn't sound anything like the original sample. But sometimes you just gotta let it ride, man. That they made it like that, so then like you know what I mean? Like that's the people who sampled it. That's their genius. Like that's what they came up with, and sometimes it's just and rather than make that shit your own kind of thing. Not all good. You did it get me? Did it get me? What I was saying?
Oh, can you repeat that? You said sometimes you said it's their genius. Sometimes you gotta let it ride, but then
Oh, I said sometimes you want to collab rather than make it your own. So like,
oh yeah,
yeah,
we needed that. Yeah, the computer hated on you with that.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta collab with it, and so I decided to put my drums on it, and then made it sound a little better. RC20. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go, let's go.
Yeah,
Nah, that's a perfect way to put it. Sometimes
yeah. I mean, and it was a very, very like typical lo-fi hip hop piano, like lo-fi piano. I should say hip hop, lo-fi piano. But yeah, I put my drums on there and I made it sound. I took the high ends out. I left the low ends in. I put like mids. I took the highs out though, and then yeah, it came out that way. I was like, oh, this is dope. So then it was that two piece finally came out. I dropped the Meta what's it called? The Teen Scene remix. I tagged her in it, but she didn't respond. That's not her. That's not her scene. That's not her teen scene. The type of beat that I put on there. Well, then again, I just collab with it just came out. I was like, fuck it, I'll just do this shit, whatever. Everybody else putting on some soulful shit. I'm not saying they're not dope, but my shit was all trapped out and not trapped out, but yeah, it was halftime too on certain parts. Yeah, hell yeah, I made sure it's bass hungry, but I wanted to make sure that you could hear her too at the same time. That clarity. The vocals were mixed very well. I was like, oh, this is a good sample. I mean, this is a good
you
good.
still using that website?
No, she dropped that one actually.
Oh,
She's like, oh, here it is on my SoundCloud. Um, download it and let me hear your remixes. I sent it. She didn't respond. I was like, come on, at least give me a oh yeah, cool. Because I know a lot of people were not freaking sending her shit. I know. I'm pretty
you don't
sure.
think so?
Mm-mm.
Why you been checking her stories to see if she been posting them or something?
Yeah, yeah, I do check her stories, but nah. I don't think a lot of people were remixing those things. I mean, half her listeners are they producers, and then half the producers that do it don't actually jump on it. You
Hmm.
know,
Okay.
so there's
About paradox of choice.
so
They got
there's a
millions
third.
of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, but it's like, yeah, out of that group of niggas, how many of you niggas that's listening to you are producers? How many of these producers are just jumping on putting up a remix that they ain't finna get nothing back besides learning experience? Yeah.
Uh, it's true. 3%. What'd you say last time? Top 3% or top 20%? Some shit.
5%.
5%. It's not very much. We're putting shit out. We're
Yeah.
keeping putting shit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm at a place right now. I'm just like, I'm just making music, like, but not even. I don't know. I'm just putting it out, like, kind of like, and not too excited, but not sad about it. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, let me just keep doing this kind of thing. I'm excited too. I mean, when I put stuff out, I mean, but you know how when you first start something, you're oh shit, oh yeah,
Geeked
yeah,
on it. Yeah.
yeah. Now I'm just like, let me put this out.
Yeah. That's how I felt on this last one because like I didn't know how I wanted to like back out. And after I finished it and I had it sounding dope, I'm like, dang, dude. The thing I'm tripping off of, or I realized about putting out a track each week, I don't really get to bask in it.
Yeah,
I put the track out on Friday. I bump it while I'm headed to LA and shit like that. I bump it through the week. When they come back, I gotta do a new cook up session with new podcast episode. And then after the new cook up session happened, then I gotta debilitate or deliberate over that week. I was like, all right, well, what's the next track? So it's like I'm not even thinking about the last track I just put out no more because we're in a new week, and it's like, well, what's the next track? We got to work on that so we get put out this Friday. So
yeah,
dang! But the thing I do like though is I'm smashing from Vegas. So the opposite way, either way, I can look through my shit and be like, I got like each time I put something, like it's a little bit longer for the trip. Then you know what I mean? We ain't gotta worry about switching to nothing though. And I get to get a good groove. Like now that I seen what my top 10 is, Beautiful Dreamer got out there quick. Free, and I already got other shit up there. You know? Chill Hop is on the playlist. That stays solid at number 2. That's on the playlist.
that's crazy. I know that right there. That's what I'm getting discouraged about is the marketing.
Playlist.
Well, yeah, that too, and I don't know. Like I'm not working hard enough. I don't think I need
On
to
the
step it
market.
up. Yeah, because I can make the music, right? I mean, I could always get better at music. I mean, we all can still get better at music, but marketing is hard. It's
We gotta
hard.
get that out of there. Just like how we ain't trying shit, marketing is
That shit's hard. No, I'm just kidding.
look, 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 look. So how easy was it for Isotope to market that $50 bundle to it?
wasn't that it wasn't that hard. It wasn't yeah, it was pretty easy to us because we are just like, oh shoot, $50, that's nothing for what, 10 or 8, whatever, how many they dropped.
What you saying? That same essence still exists in the rapper world. What can you present where they look at it like, oh, well, that's nothing? Us as producers, all they had to do was present it to us. Hey, nigga, you want a bundle of fucking? Hey, you're a music producer. We got a music producer bundle. I think that's what it was called, right? It's a music
Yeah,
producer bundle for $50, and you get like 6 programs. We're looking at the value in it, right? We're looking
the
at the
value.
value. We're like, fuck, I can use vocal synth. I can use fucking Iris synthesizer. I can use fucking Neutron, elements, like all the elements, all the RX elements and shit. It was like, fuck, we knew the value in all these things. So the same thing that exists in the rapper world is, okay, rappers need beats. Like when we're watching these other videos, they're like, well, oh, you rapper, what do you do? Oh, you want to go buy an exclusive beat, pay 2 to 300 for your exclusive, and then you want to rap, then you want to go market, then they got to market, right? But now think about it like this.
Bundles.
Boom.
Yeah,
And you already know that, but like from this aspect though,
tight bundles.
well, you could do type bundles, but I'm saying like, what if you bundle if everybody don't want to do marketing, but by you being with an artist, y'all both marketing y'all shit. When Kaylin Ellis and Lupe, when Lupe Fiasco did the Kaylin Ellis fucking house EP, Kaylin Ellis is the damn producer. Lupe Fiasco is the motherfucking rapper.
Mhm.
But they both promoted it on their Twitters and their Instagram, which is marketing for both people. So you don't think, and that's what I'm saying, like Chris, that's one of my favorite beats by you. Real shit. That's one of my favorite tracks.
Oh, really?
Nigga, it's the drums, it's the horns, and it comes out the gate firing. Like you don't get a chance to get into it. It's like, here, nigga, we right here. And you're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like off rip. That's why it's one of my favorites. But it's it's dope as fuck because it's like obviously, and even in Chris's post, he's pubbing somebody else. So in that post, he's pubbing somebody else, but at the same time while he's pubbing you with your music and pubbing himself with his capabilities by displaying it. And it's like, nigga, that's three people benefiting from one action. And here Tim go, like, hell yeah, nigga, hey, this shit fire, y'all. Y'all need to go fuck with this. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like that aspect, if multiple people are looking at marketing as being hard, then it's easier when multiple people, more people are lifting up the weight with you.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at rappers, rappers want to make beats, and rappers don't want to make beats. They want to rap over beats. After they rap over the beat, they want motherfuckers to hear it. Y'all both got the same goal in mind. I want motherfuckers to hear it because I made the beat. I want you
It
motherfuckers.
froze.
Oh shit, you can't hear me? Yo, I see you. Now you look like you froze. Yo, you froze for real. I'm moving. Yeah. Oh shit, I see you now. There you go.
Hey,
Great.
you're. Oh, me. It's my fault. My internet is unstable.
Froze like a motherfucker.
I don't know why my shit's been unstable. It's been
I
like
got
that.
snow shit though.
True.
Satellites or whatever. I know DirecTV used to fuck up in Victorville.
Oh hell yeah, I remember that. I used to push the button all hard on guide. Like, how does she not move?
Like it ain't
I
yeah.
like it
But
was my.
yeah, man, y'all got the same goal in mind. You want people to hear the beat. You want people to hear the song because you did the beat. They want people to hear the song because they did the raps. Like, okay, together, everyone achieves more. We're better together.
The thing is that I want to make money off people listening to it, or I want to make money off of that. So by him posting that, I still, I haven't had the chance to jump on the getting what's it called, ASCAP or BMI. I haven't done it yet. So would they like? Is that an example? So would they, with Chris doing that, putting that on his platform, would ASCAP or BMI be able to locate that and then take that money or take that listen as a paid advertise or as a paid thing? Or is that with only commercial stuff?
It's more like a content ID situation about all the places where content ID would apply.
What do you mean by content ID?
Okay, so like you have loaded sneaks to YouTube. Sneaks is an original sound recording that you created, which is based off is a sample based beat, right?
Yes. Royalty free sample be.
Boom, boom, royalty free. Let's go.
Royalty free.
So by you creating it, two copyrights get created, or master recording and the sound fucking the mechanical recording. Things are used in music licensing with performance royalties. There you go. So when the song
Perform-
is being performed, like if it was on the radio, they consider radio. And I need to grab it.
radio, like an actual performance, like a video.
Yeah, actual performance, like all those things. That's what BMI and what's it called covers. All the
Okay.
other shit. So basically, you need three. Three if you want all your money,
Publishing,
which is so
DistroKid.
DistroKid gives you your one half of publishing kind of situation payment. PRO gives you your performance royalty. Sound Exchange gives you the rest of it. Sound Exchange is like the searcher hunter for where's the shit being played terrestrially and to pay you for it. So at the end of the day, you need an ASCAP, CSAC, or BMI, one of those performance royalty places. Get your performance royalties. This is also how it's going to work when you get shit in TV and film. That by having your BMI, whatever, the song is registered with you. This is how they pay you and track your shit through your PRO.
Mm.
In DistroKid. Yeah, Sound Exchange, your PRO, and DistroKid is the way that you get all your money from your music. Now, I'm speaking of Content ID. That's like similar to Shazam to say, hey, this is Sneaks playing. I know this is Sneaks playing based off this master recording of this song sounding like this because at this part it goes boom, 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 right? And anybody else that uses the same royalty-free sample, they shit don't go boom, boom at a minute and 56 like this song goes boom, boom at a minute and 56, you know? So
Yeah.
Content ID is able to analyze the motherfucking song, say this is differentiating this Sneaks record from Snooks, where they use the same sample but it don't sound the same.
Snooks, not Sneaks.
Yeah, you know. Even to some more copyright shit. Fucking it's doon 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 doon.
Yeah, I know. Mine goes dun 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 dun. Theirs goes dun 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 dun. That ain't the dumbest thing I ever heard in my
Yeah,
life.
man, that shit still got the same shit. But even fucking to watch when Blurred Lines was getting disputed or they was getting sued, it was the same. They almost tried to do the same thing. That's like, so you mean to tell me they had like Pharrell and Lil Wayne and Robin Thicke all in there getting interrogated, right? And they like,
Yeah.
so you mean to tell me that you weren't listening to "Gotta Give It Up" by Marvin Gaye when you guys were coming up with the idea of this song? Nah. Well, look at the music. Look at the music sheet music and the notes. Are you trying to say that this shit ain't just? I'm like,
It's all. Yeah, we sampled this shit.
damn.
Yeah, they did. That's how they got the hit. Hey, it's okay.
Exactly.
You don't have to deny it, man.
But I think, like, obviously, the niggas rich and they got lawyers and shit, so maybe it was just a way they had to play it, you know?
True. It is true. They had to
Because
play it.
everybody knew, like, when my mama was like, Tim, they over here getting sued. She's like, but when you hear the song, I'm like, I know you could just lay that shit right over the top of it, nigga.
Yeah. You could be featuring freaking Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but like, this the thing, man. So I went to my motherfucker. After I told him what I was doing with all this, kind of like I didn't tell him everything I was doing because they're part of the other side of the family where like I don't need to tell them everything I'm doing. I was just telling them a little bit of stuff I'm doing, which is just like
What'd you tell?
not the real stuff I'm doing, huh?
What'd you tell him? What do you
Telling them
mean?
like just delivery driving and that kind of shit, that kind of shit.
No, oh, not just the normal stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
not none of this shit. Not no hey podcast releasing tracks every Wednesday, Friday since October 20. None of all that shit. Just the just living, delivery driving, like and they just looking at me like I'm like, so it's like, what do you want to do? So I start talking about Foley and shit like that, and they looking at me like, maybe you should go back to school. And I'm like, maybe I can go back and finish my bachelor's, but I'm looking at it like, for what I'm doing, what should I finish my bachelor's in for what I'm doing? That's actually going to get me caked up, you know? They're like, well, why don't you work with your sister? Because you work.
Mm.
So then it was like, oh, what about then I left. Then at the end of the thing, when I'm about to leave, then the classic family move. At least I don't know how it is in Filipino families, but the black families, when they encourage you, it comes with a side of roast. Like you don't get no encouragement without getting roasted. It always comes with roast. So when I'm about to leave, I'm like, I have to leave, blah, blah. She was like, now, next time I see you, I want you to be in a better position. I'm saying like,
Damn.
what? What you talking about? Like, yeah, like I want to hear that you got good news going on. Like you're in a better position. Like life is looking up for you and everything like that. I'm like, oh, for real? Yeah, because you too smart to just be a delivery driver. You too smart. You are too intelligent. You too smart. I've seen you grow up and I didn't. And, right. Yeah, man. I would have never thought you would be that. You too, because he like, I'm from the streets, you know.
Yeah.
I'm from
Okay.
the streets, and I know people that's not smart. And you could do anything. And he looking at me, he like, you could do anything you want to do. And he just went on a 20-minute rant, nigga. I was saying bye to motherfuckers. I'm like, all right, y'all, I'm about to leave. And he just sat there for 20 minutes. No, you can do anything, but you got to believe it. You got to know it. He's like, it ain't the degrees, it's the person. I know people with degrees that don't do shit with their degrees. Don't do nothing with their degrees. But, I'm translating.
Yeah.
He's like, and it ain't that it's the degree, it's the person. It's like, if I'm looking at you, I know what Timothy's capable of. You was always one of the smartest ones out here. And for me to just be looking at you talking about, oh, you a delivery driver. You settling. You settling. You can do anything.
Sounds like your uncle or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm
damn.
music, all right? I got this
I
stuff going.
No, but that's the funny part because he's a part of the reason why we went away from music. So that's why it's a touchy subject because I'm sitting there after that, he was like, and see, y'all was good at that music.
You was laughing on the inside.
I was. Because while he's telling me this, my youngest sister is sitting right here looking, and he's sitting there talking like, y'all was good at that music. Weren't y'all good at that music? And then he leans over and talks to my auntie. Wasn't they all good at that? Y'all wasn't no joke with that music. Nah, none of y'all. Shoot. What's it called doing the beat? You on the raps? What's it called the rap? Y'all. And I'm sitting, and who messed it up? And I'm like, see, victim mentality. I'm like, see, because that's a touchy subject. Don't be talking like he was about to go in. Well, who messed it up? Like, nigga, you married into the family, my nigga. You better not say nothing wrong about my cousin right now, my nigga, because that's my cousin. And then so when he said, he looked over at her and said, but who messed it up? And she got very good emotional intelligence. She just looked and was like, right? And that made him go off of that. But if she would have egged him on, then he would have got egged on, And I'm like, thank you, auntie. Like, that was a low-key save because at any point throughout this whole adventure, anybody there could have took shit left, and it would have been a very negative situation because you had a lot of hotheads there. But everybody was being nice because of COVID, and
You don't know what the next day is gonna bring.
But yeah, not even the next day, the next minute with these people. So yeah, they've seen the people. I'm like, dude, like you could be everything, and everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
So then he was like, I think I still got some CDs with y'all raps and stuff on there. Y'all was good. And I'm sitting there just thinking to myself, like, yeah, I ain't gonna say shit. Like, you know what I mean? And so then after that, he was like, anything that you do, like, even if you want to start your own business, just look to be the head and not the tail. Because you keep putting yourself second when you are intelligent enough to be first. You can be the CEO. You can be the owner. You can do anything you want to do. You are that smart, but you got to believe you're that smart. If you just want to smoke weed and you got friends that smoke weed and they want to go home and just watch cartoons, then you're going to be like that too. And watch, you're going to end up being a cartoon. But if you got friends that smoke weed and then they're going to be productive and they about their business, then you're going to be like that too. He said, now, it'll be different. Your first presentation is your representation. And the thing is this, you know what your first representation is? But people get off you, appearance. Can't fight that. And so, hey, I ain't saying you gotta cut the beard. I know what it is. I know I'm masculine, but groom it if you're gonna keep it. Just groom it, because you ain't gotta walk around and be looking like Wolfman Jack.
Hey man, tell me he ain't lying though, bro. Tell me.
When I was telling my brother what he was saying, I was like, dude, real shit. I would have stopped the conversation if he was lying. I was like, but I had to sit there and take all of it because he wasn't lying. I'm like, even with the limited amount of information he had, because I didn't tell him everything I was doing, he still wasn't lying. You can do anything you want, because this is what he said. He's like, your presentation, the first is your appearance. And you got to look the part. People don't want to pay you the part if you don't look the part. If you ain't looking the part, pop, 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 pop. And he said, you dress the part based off how you want to live life. This is the life you want to become. Then you got to already be walking in that. And I'm like, yeah. And he said, your first presentation is how you look. This is what gets you in the door. What keeps you in the door is what come out your mouth. And you already got that part. That's why niggas was getting mad at me. He's getting mad and encouraging me at the same time. Because he's looking at me like I'm settling. Like, nigga, you too smart to be a delivery driver. Anybody could be a fucking delivery driver, nigga. Why you ain't using all the shit you smart at? And I'm just like, nigga, I don't even think I'm that smart at shit. But then you like when sitting there around other niggas and they sitting there comparing and contrasting, it's like, how many niggas know about all the shit you know about, nigga?
Not a lot.
A lot, nigga. But you take it for granted. You take it for granted, man. Try to tell me that you think about all of your abilities all the time, that you really appreciate them. Hell fucking no. You don't appreciate them until somebody else say, I don't know how to do that. Oh, you know how to do that's when you go, oh shit, damn. Maybe I should write this a little bit more. You know what I mean? But it was just funny to get the encouragement.
It's like, oh, that's like somebody's like, oh, how do you do this? You're like, oh, that's easy. Like, oh, this is hard. Like, no, it's not. That's easy. What are you talking about? I don't like. I get what you're saying, but he wasn't lying at all. First presentation is how you look. Damn, that just hit me. I'm like, yeah, and you got nobody wants to pay you if you don't. Dang. I guess I got to get all
part because this is what I heard in Brick's Domain. He was like, y'all motherfucking producers out here trying to sell y'all beats for $25. This is what they said. It was like, we already know what humans think when stuff come for free, or stuff they ain't gotta earn, or stuff that is low value. You automatically assume it's cheap. You automatically assume that it's not of quality.
True.
So that's why you go to Louis Vuitton, Gucci, motherfucking Birkin, all these other motherfucker routes to say, it took me 200 years to create this one beat. And so I'm selling this beat for $3 billion to Elon Musk so he can have his great, great, great grandkids X5, 65758 38 special fucking cyborg kid can play this beat once at their quinceañera. For $3 billion. Like, that's how specific you gotta get though. Like, I watched this shit called Most Expensivest Shit, and there's 2 Chainz going around trying the most expensivest shit.
Oh yeah, he had some chicken wings, right? That was like dipped in gold or something like that. Or yeah, he's like, this is about $1 million or a couple $1,000 worth of a chicken wing. I was like, who the fuck would eat that? He's like, it's good though.
It was right. But like the burger, the gold burger, all that shit, the big ass chair, the fucking hats. Every time when you watch each different expensive shit, what is the common thing?
Specific. Huh?
Took so much time and precision to create burger just like this. And then we got gold. And y'all know gold's valuable, right? So that's why we saying this is $1,000 burger. This is a $500 burger. This is $1,000 ice cream. Like, nigga, what else? It was the big ass chair. It was the ice cream. It was the burger. It was the chicken wings. Like, all kind of shit. When they said the chair, it was like, oh yeah, we take 50 years to make the chair. It's like, damn.
What the hell could you be doing with the chair for 50 years?
We gotta age it and make sure that, like, you know what I mean? Like, all of those things are what justifies. Just like how to trip up there, because the service is supposed to justify the cost. Just like how your beat bundle is supposed to justify, all right, I'm gonna pay NappooBeats this because I value everything in the bundle. So the homie, when he started doing barber college and shit, go support him. And like his first, like one of his first
That's
people in the chair. You know what I mean? Hey, oh, cut me up, man. Cultivate your craft. So then after that, when he got into his first shop, he was like, "Oh man, like they linked me, kind of like similar to audio, but just in barber. You go to barber college, then they link you with internships. You go to your internship, pop, you get this spot. So he had the spot in Sherman Oaks. And I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna come visit because I was in Van Nuys. I'm like, man, I'll come visit. I'll come fucking get cut. I'll go out there. Hey man, so how much for the cut and shit?" He's like, "Oh yeah, you know everybody want to ask for a discount, but service is the service." And this is where like you could tell that he was finally getting on this shit because now he's in the shop. Like he ain't at barber college. Like now he's on his shit. And I'm like, "What you mean by that?" He's like, "Man, my shit is $30. $30." I'm like, "Okay, but my shit is $30. I do your beard. I motherfucking give you a facial. I do this. I do that. I do this. That, bop, bop, bop." And I'm like, "Damn, nigga."
a
Like,
hot towel, bro.
yeah, hot towel, yeah. Come
Man, man.
on.
I miss the barbershops,
Dude, all
man.
that shit around your face. Oh man, when you get out, do you feel like you just got you're brand new? Exactly. Yeah, fucking Spider-Man 3 walking down the street.
Yeah, walking like a douchebag, bro. Got that Venom suit on.
For real. But I was like, man, he was like, yeah, people be trying to hit me up and try to get discounts and homie hookup and shit, but the service is the service. I was like, yeah, dude, people don't try to get it. No, you're paying for the service. You say, paying for the service. What's included in the service is a what's called. There ain't no just straight up haircut. Not here, nigga. You paying for
Yeah.
the service. This service you gonna get from A to Z. How I do the service. I'm like, shit. So they remind me, yeah, I'm gonna drop that video. Hero Dreams of Sushi.
Yes.
How
That
much
was
he
one of
charge?
the very like $600 for a spot. There's only like 3 spots a month or something. Three
Come on,
spots a
thank you.
week.
And how far are the reservations?
Yeah, 3 months in advance.
Come on.
Three to 6 months in advance, something like that.
But
And it's in the
why?
fucking subway.
Come on. Come on. But why is it valued
Yeah,
that much?
because of the service. It's because of the quality and all. Like, yeah, it's what he it's what he does or his family does for the fish, like the quality of fish, the way it's cut, the way it's everything, the details.
The details. You're paying for his expertise. You're paying for the amount of
Yeah,
energy he has that he's exchanged over his lifetime. When you watch Your Dreams of Sushi, he says, yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to wake up and get better. I'm never a master at this shit. I just want to get better at doing the sushi shit. It's like, nigga, you 85 years old, my nigga. What you
yeah,
mean you want to get better at this shit? Nigga, you been doing shit 60 plus years, nigga. The fuck you mean? Like, nigga, you know how to hold the sushi and cut it, nigga. But no, it's different every time. Like, to know that you're
yeah.
that invested, they
I gotta
pay.
watch it. I watched that documentary maybe 6 times, bro. 6 times. Just because I liked it when he freaking bike to the freaking market shop to the fish
Yeah, the
market.
market when he's passing on the wisdom to his son, and you
Yeah,
see the difference between the other sons and how each son was picking it up a little different. Well, this nigga's ready to have his own restaurant and shit, but my other nigga still training. Like, come on, man.
yeah. Like this one, he can never run mine, so he can run his own. But this one is gonna run my shit. Like that's crazy. Like you got to, yeah. Like the other, and that's a successful. Like the other shop was successful too. But then there's a certain way that son captures what he's been trying to do. You see him slapping the seaweed and shit. He's just
Yeah.
like, man. I watched that. That was one of the very first documentaries I watched on Netflix when I got it, and it was one of the very first that I added to my favorites list because I watched that shit all the time. I used to, yeah, like 5, 6 times I watched
I
that.
watched it like 3 times so far.
Yeah.
I watched
It,
it because Creole. We was living back at the crib and Creole told me about
oh, I was talking to Creel about it. I don't know if we would talk about it all the time too. I don't know what it is about that one though. I could rewatch it.
it. It's because, at least for me, I said this to myself because I was thinking about like my weight loss shit, and I remember putting in the weight loss. The Gemini's hate routine, but the Gemini remedy is routine,
I don't like routines either.
right?
I don't like it.
Either, but it's good for you. It's good for you.
So boring though.
You talking about effective, or you want to talk about like effect? Tim Duncan was born, but effective as fuck. Big fundamentals,
He was effective.
effective, boring but effective.
Definitely boring to me, bro.
You don't think
What?
Tim Duncan doing a fucking? He take his face, he gets the ball in, and he goes, and
Yeah.
it's either gonna
You know
be
what he's gonna do. You know what he's gonna
you
do.
know
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
bank
do
that
it.
shit in.
Here comes the bank shot, my nigga. Like,
Yeah,
come
20
on.
feet out, 10 feet, 15 feet out. Bank shot. Bah, bah,
You
right in your
knew
face.
what it was. I
And
like
he-
how you said bank shot. I'm already thinking bank shot because we both did the face. Oh, what he did. He
yeah,
got to do the shit. You know what was coming. And like, you knew it was coming and it still happened. It was that difficult to stop. You knew it was coming and it was still happening. But yeah, like with your Germans and sushi, I like being able I admire his dedication to look at him and say, oh, well, I just decided what I love and I just decided I was gonna do it for the rest of my life. And I'm like, damn, nigga, I love
yeah.
a lot of shit.
And yeah, and he left at 6 years old. Like, dang, dude. I don't even remember my father. He's all fuck that dude.
basically.
Yeah, in a respectable Japanese way. He was like,
Yeah.
fuck that guy. I left when I was 6. Yeah, he died. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened.
I just been dedicated to this motherfucking sushi. And like you don't see no wife in the damn video, but yet this nigga got son. So obviously he was smanging something in the between the fucking bastard and the sushi.
I needed to father me some sons. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she passed away. I don't know. Just one, you know.
Wasn't
I
in the
don't know.
video at all. Because when I thought she would have been the lady who would be doing the fucking reservations 3 months in advance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know, right? That would be the one to do that. Oh, he didn't want to talk about his. He didn't want to talk about that other life. I want to talk to you about sushi. You're talking about
Yeah,
my wife.
right. I'm talking about my personal life. Let's keep this shit private. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Private. Hey, but yeah, nah, I love it because yeah, I can't watch that. That's the funny part about it. I don't watch a lot of documentaries over. Documentary I can watch over and over
and over.
because it's we. I think I'll just vicariously live through him on expertise to be so dedicated to a craft, to want to master the fuck out of it, and then like you do it every fucking day regardless of anything. Because I play on the keys a lot, but I don't do it every fucking day regardless of anything. I
Yeah,
make beats a lot, but I don't do it every day regardless of anything. I play video games a lot, but I don't do it every day regardless of anything. Only thing I can say I do regardless of anything, as long as I talk to somebody, I'm going to offer some kind of form of comfort and help and guidance. That's the one thing I can say I do everything regardless of anything. But every other hobby or thing that I do like that, I don't do it every day regardless of anything. And when you see him doing that, you like, damn, nigga.
yeah. No, it's true. He's just like, yeah, he's just about it. Like you talking about somebody being about something. That's like the epitome of being about something. And yeah, he's just been doing it his whole life. It's just like, dang. Thing about yeah, routine. Because yeah, being repetitive. I think if I could do a repetitive thing in a different location every single day, I think that would help.
Yeah, yeah. Because it just
Because
needs to feel different.
yeah, something needs to change.
Yeah.
I'm in my freaking like my area here, my lab right here, but I want my lab to be able to be anywhere. Hey, maybe that's what I need to do. And then
That's where your Machine Plus would have came in. So you go to the beach one time, you know what I mean? Go
that's
downtown one time.
that's where the dummies go with the freaking electric hardware to the beach and sand. Nah, that wasn't good. I saw that. I was like, nah, you're fooling me because I wouldn't do that. That shit was free for you. Like I would not pay 1,000 or $1,200 for a piece of equipment to bring to this place that had sand and wind. Like,
Oh,
yeah, motherfuckers don't know that those
I didn't even
beachy
think about
sands,
that. I didn't even think about that. The sand and the wind.
the sands in the West Coast on those beaches, any beach you go to, it's gonna be windy most of the time. Not like it's not all the
It's
time.
been windy as fuck in LA over this shit. It's been windy as fuck. I didn't even think about the wind aspect. I was looking at the beach photo. I was just like, nigga, this beach don't have your headphones. I just cooked this up on the beach. Like, but
Yeah, it
what
would be, but that's a fantasy.
it is. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have them shits where you look out at a cabana and then that's your shit. So that way at least you're connected, you're protected from the wind, but you can still get the view.
Or you're inside of a beach tent or something. You're inside, like you're just like, oh shoot, I'm on the beach. Cooking.
A
Yeah.
beach tent that's see through.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I guess you could do that. You have to hack the situation though.
Yeah, just make the front part clear. The clear fucking flaps or whatever.
Yeah, I have a well. Where'd get this shit? I don't know why I have this. But look,
Man, what the hell?
yeah, it's material.
Yeah, this nigga. The hell? You got the whole fucking Best Buy rewrap saran wrap shit
No,
going on here.
that's the saran wrap. That's the actual
Cellophane?
like it's actual plastic material like you would put like for like if you would sew bags or something.
I don't know what that means.
You never seen a clear bag that they used to bring, like a clear purse that girls used to bring into work so they wouldn't think that they were stealing something in there?
Yeah.
That's the material.
Oh, okay. Dude, those things, dude. Wow. Fuck. It just made me think about all kind of shit in one little section. But um fuck. Dang, before COVID, in the middle of the tournament shit, like I think it happened in Florida. A motherfucker that had lost in the Madden tournament came back and shut up the tournament and shit.
Oh, I heard
So
about that. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that changed the structure of how we went to tournaments where everybody had regular backpacks and then motherfuckers was making clear backpacks. You had to get a clear backpack if you wanted to have a backpack inside the venue. And I was just thinking to myself, like, whoever's making them fucking clear backpacks is cleaning up based off a bad situation that happened because now you got to supply clear backpacks to all these functions and
Yeah.
venues. These niggas is getting thousands of backpacks at once, nigga. Like, imagine. So,
Ooh, maybe I should sell those online and put my freaking chapstick up in there.
survival kit,
I got a
yeah.
clear pouch.
Knapsack, yeah.
Yeah, freaking
Get up
clear.
under.
Yeah, clear poo pouch, and you get yourself a little, little chapstick. Make sure maybe a bottle of water.
Chapstick, bottle of water, some mask, some just buy a thing of fucking plastic gloves and throw that put just a little fucking COVID pack, like
Gamer pack,
gamer
tournament.
pack, tournament gamer pack, which are just what's that shit called? You buy sanitizer on Max Bulk. Sanitizer, gloves, masks, like just give them a COVID tournament pack.
Heck yeah! I should make a clear mask so people can see you smile and shit.
Ah, look at that. And that's what you could do. So, you know what I miss seeing people smile? Because, man, real shit, I miss fucking hugs, homie. I realized that. I was going to these festivals. I used to wear shirts. I bought shirts on purpose that said it was so deep to see how many people actually just needed a hug. Out of all them free hugs I gave, you can tell when somebody like sinks in your arms, like they ain't been hugged in a while and shit. And like, of course, I'm hugging a stranger, but it's something about them that when they getting that hug and they feeling that love from somebody they don't know, it's like, fuck, that's all they needed. Like, you know what I mean?
One of those, those kind of.
For real. But yeah,
You know what? It's crazy. So there's nobody helping us with like the kids. So it's just me and my wife, right? So there are times where we just make time to hug because it releases those endorphins. Yeah,
we didn't plan this, y'all. I didn't know he was gonna say no shit like that. Damn.
mm, it's true. Because
Thank you
when
for
you,
sharing these tips. These
yeah,
relationship goals tips, nigga. Real
yeah,
shit.
it's no, it's true though. So like, yeah, we should hug each other more. That's why like we go and I hug my daughter and I hug my son and I hug them like that, and you could just feel your stress leave. You know what I mean? And that's what you're talking about, right? That's a chemical thing.
It is.
It is like especially if you have a deeper connection with the person too, and then it just releases more. I don't know what chemical that is. I forgot what it is, but yeah. It releases it so that so you're not stressed out anymore.
Working some dopamine,
Yeah, so
serotonin,
it's a combination of all that stuff, just
all
you
through
know,
some touch.
off your touch. That's crazy to think about. People are trying to imitate that in robots and stuff. How?
Can't,
Yeah, it's too much.
can't, because like they're gonna try, man. Like you can already feel the direction of society and all this. They're gonna be able to make it as close to real as fuck, and then you're gonna get niggas that's gonna go to the other side and be half human, half cyborg ass niggas. So notice it's gonna be niggas that you know, and you're like, fuck, nigga, I remember when you was full human, right? You know what I mean? You gonna be
Hey
like,
man,
damn,
I'm gonna have an arm, bro. I'm gonna have an arm that has a gun inside of it. It's
fucking
gonna
cyborg.
like Trigun. You ever seen
I ain't
that?
seen Trigun, but I see Cyborg from Teen
Yeah.
Titans, nigga.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. You go. I look like Mega Man. Fuck, bro.
Yeah, Mega Man, Jax.
Yeah. Hey, did you see the trailer yet?
Nah, I still ain't watched it.
That shit's dope.
Yeah.
It's,
When's
yeah,
it
I
come
think.
out?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably gonna come to HBO Max though.
I know fucking what's it called? Black Judas.
I haven't seen either. I want to listen to the soundtrack though.
I listened to like 5 songs off of that.
It's just dope.
Somebody made a playlist on Spotify.
Oh shit, I gotta
That's
watch
like, you know how when you try to look up a soundtrack, you can't just look up Black Judas or whatever the fuck. The shit gotta say the original soundtrack motion picture, like the fucking official
it. Yeah,
ass.
everything, the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I found a playlist online that had all the songs, but I didn't know if it was in order because the first song was the Nip track with Jay-Z. But it feels
Mm,
like I don't want to start this off if this ain't the order. You know, I like because since I know how important the sequence is of an album, I've sequenced and I've listened to albums in the '90s where you can listen to tracks all the way through because it's sequenced. I like listening to it in the proper sequence because then you're hearing how the artist initially intended it. Versus when you jumble around, you're getting plot holes. You know?
that's what the original mastering was. It wasn't just mastering the song. It was like mastering the album. And part of mastering the album was putting it in a certain sequence to where the people can feel a certain way. It told a story, even if there wasn't a story told. Like the music told a story in that sequence per the artist or producer. They put it there on purpose. It wasn't like, oh, just put the freaking tracks up on there. Like, nah, they wanted you to feel the highs and lows in these certain areas. Yeah. Yeah, man. I agree. I hate that too. Like, why are you gonna give me this? Like go rearrange it the way it's supposed to be. Now I used to do that. I used to do that with my like with Beats and Bacon. I did that on purpose. Like I would go into iTunes. I'll drop the artwork in the iTunes because before you're able to do that, like put the artwork in the iTunes so that the MP3 and the file would be together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would number them specifically the way they're supposed to be. That one, Canvas Print, all the ones that I did. I sat there and listened to it and made sure that I wanted ones first and that
Slow
kind of.
roast and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, slow roast. That was my favorite one off that game because it changed it up. It changed it up. I like to change it to and then it went into that. That's classic, man. Thank you for remembering that. And the name too, right?
Hey, not a bullshit fan out here, man. Real shit.
It's crazy. I can't believe you guys, man.
I
Freak
know me and EJ, if I can remember names of tracks from fucking 9 years ago, kind of shit.
I can't believe that, dude. You guys are crazy.
Ah!
Uh, hey, by the way, EJ, what are you doing, man? If you're listening, what are you doing, bro?
For
You
real,
forgot-
man.
yeah, I
I
should go.
hope
We
your
should,
move went well. Hope you
yeah,
created something in 2021.
yeah, because that's been like 3 months since last talk, right?
Last time. Yeah. Would have held you to some motherfucking goals if you wasn't moving at the same time.
Cop.
Hopefully that moving. You said cop it out?
That was a cop out. No, I'm just playing. No, yeah, man, that'd be dope. Yeah, we gotta back on again. Get you back on, EJ, if you listening. Um, shoot, who we got on here? I'm not trying to think of. I was like, hey, maybe I should invite somebody on here because we haven't had a guest.
Yeah, I know. And I was thinking about man. I don't know. I ain't gonna say no. Maybe maybe can get a guest on here, and I think the guest might want to come on here. I think the guest will be a dope guest on here. And the guest is a producer. It's definitely up the alley. I didn't like she got another interview coming up like on Tuesday, I think, or some shit. And I'm like, I was like, oh fuck. I wasn't even looking at her like in that light, you know? You know what I mean?
Who are you talking about?
Fucking girl made the rap about.
Oh, you in who are you talking to her still?
Hold up, nah, yeah. I'm talking about the girl I just made this rap about. Because
Damn, man.
the other girl, I didn't rap. The other girl, that was a damn
Uh,
24-minute ass fucking
yeah.
shit and all that shit.
I didn't know you was rapping about a different girl. All right, my bad, man. I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit! With the rap that I just put out, the Love Kills shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a directed. Like, I thought you was just you was just in your, you know what I mean?
That's funny as fuck.
Are you fucking some girl right now, bro?
No.
I'm just, I'm just
That's
kidding.
funny as fuck.
That's
Damn, that's funny as fuck. I thought I told you. Yeah,
funny.
nah. That's why when I started off the thing, I said they said when you get specific, it's universal. Let's get specific. And I said everything very specific, tied to the situation, tied. And it's like, I don't know, that situation is a funny style. But I feel that this shit, like, dang, I thought I told you the whole shit. What the fuck
You
did
don't
I
got,
tell
you don't
you?
got to say it. You don't got to say it right now.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
about it.
But anyway, yeah, anyway, I think she'll be down though, because I just think I gotta reach out. I think she'll be down. And I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting as fuck
Yeah.
because obviously you'll ask your questions based off what you know, and I'll prepare you as much as I can. But it'll just be funny to ask her the questions, and we'll see. We'll see because I think motherfuckers seen the video. Because yeah, I told you last week. I said with the other girl, I made it private and I just sent it to her. With this girl, I never even said nothing to her, and I just put the shit out to the world. And said, hey, I'm yelling this shit from the mountaintops. I did say that part.
Oh yeah.
But I think she heard it from a mountaintop. That's just my speculation. And it would be dope to get her on the show to be like, nigga, did you heard what I said? Huh? You know that shit was about you, huh, motherfucker. Don't get big headed, motherfucker. But yeah, man, that was a possibility. But just like, if not her, like, and I think she would be down on some real shit. I think. But Ryan, I'm gonna hit up that food this week.
Yeah, hit him up, please.
Hit him up because like it'll be dope. 16 Netherlands, fucking. Just like how you saying your desk curves and shit, like I know we all go through that, man. Like when I was looking at Mary Lou Williams shit, and she said there was a part when on the interview, and we noticed that you did put the piano down for a while. Like it seems like everybody, like when we ask this question to motherfuckers, everybody put their craft down for a minute, man. Gotta step off and do something.
Yeah. No, that'd be dope. It'd be good to keep getting these interviews too, just so we can so people know about us too. You know what I mean? So they can they can learn. Like we should get back to this community thing a little bit more too.
Thing I thought about too was Justin was saying, because just like how I was looking at the Mary Lou Williams thing, like, dude, I think it's kind of dope. Like, I think we can get old girl on here to fucking do the interview, and I think it'll be dope that we'll be like one of the first niggas. Like, oh, did you see their first interview though? Like, we could be those niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Like Ryan on the track, be like 16-year-old out of Netherlands. We're like, but where's his first interview? And they on producer thoughts, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, people come on here and they know they get an interview, but then the interview really.
Yeah, we don't do conventional interviews. We just talk to each other and just ask them just who they are and shit and what they want to share. If things ain't if things ain't going their way, whatever, and then how do they deal with it, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's self discovery.
Yeah,
Ask them stuff to discover who they is, and they get epiphanies while they're rediscovering themselves.
yeah, that's happened often. Actually, speaking of Justin, he sent me this post of this guy. He was really upset. Like the guy in the post. He was really like aggressive when he was talking. He was just like, he's like, the people that have plan Bs are losers. You seen that?
I
Did you?
seen that. I think I seen that. I
Yeah,
think I
he's like,
reposted it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so he was like, the people who have plan Bs are losers. He's like, if you're gonna, he's like, everybody who's a winner that you talk to, he's all, they only have a plan A. They only have a plan A. And I'm like, but what about people that like different things? Like we like different things. And we like, you know what I mean? Like we're not losers. Like I like different stuff. Plan P, it's not a plan B plan. My plan A is to like everything. Like, but my plan A is that. Like, you don't have to be one thing. Like some people can be Jiro Dreams of Sushi. You know what I mean? Some people can be him. I'm not though. Like I can't be that. I can't. I
See,
guess if I can, but I'll get boarded out.
yeah, this is the thing. You can have anything you want. You can't have everything. Just like how we talked about 2 weeks ago. I was like, yeah, we like a lot of shit, but we don't like everything. But we
Hmm.
like a lot of shit. We want to
Yeah.
be good at a lot of shit. The thing is that can how about we look at it like this? What song is playing on the DJ table at the time? We can play any songs, and we can mix two songs.
Yeah.
One song is pretty much going to be playing. One song has to be the focal point. Yeah, I
Yeah. You can,
mean,
yeah. For that. Yeah. For that time and moment, you can only play one song.
right? Like,
You do, but it's still one idea, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
play more than one song, but what's the main? Because like, so my thought that came across me today was follow one course into success. Focus. Follow one course into success. Focus. I'm like, dang, why is it so hard for me to focus? And then my uncle, man, you just gotta stay focused, man, because you're too smart. And I'm sitting there, shut up, nigga. Like, try to figure it out.
But
I'm
what is
trying to
success,
figure,
though?
huh?
Like what is following it to success? What's success?
Follow one course into success is you set an objective and then you don't stop and deviate from that objective until you reach your objective. So, like, if okay, follow one course into success. I want to sell a beat on BeatStars, and I'm not going to do any other projects. This is my main project. I'm not going to do any other projects until this gets accomplished.
Right.
No more cook up sessions. No more fucking beat video. No nothing. I'm gonna eat, sleep, shit. Every time when people look at me, they're like, "What's your name?" My name is I make beats for rappers. What do you want to eat? I make beats for rappers. What do you want to do right now? I make beats for rappers. You want to get on Apex? I make beats for rappers. You know any rappers on Apex that want to buy my beats? And it's like, no matter what, if you do it like that, then you'd be like, okay, well, how much do you... So after that point, okay, I want to sell a beat on BeatStars. You can't even say that no more because you did it. Chris did it. Boom, boom, boom. So now, how much do you want to make off BeatStars? That'll be the next thing. All right, I want to sell 10 beats because I know if I sell 10 beats, that's $300, right? So now my course is I'm going to make sure I sell 10 beats, and I've sold one already. I got 9 more beats to go. And everybody I talk to, everybody that see me, they know that I got 9 more beats to sell because why? I'm marketing that. Marketing is just letting people know that you're in business. You got a product or service to sell. Your
Right.
service is the customer service that you provide with the rapper. Because that's the thing I think where it's going to differentiate. Like you can, like if you really want to do this shit, you can take the micro content from some of the motherfucking interviews and have the interactions between you and Chris, you and EJ, you and Justin, you and Justin Machete, and you can use that micro content as your testimonials on what can sell to a rapper on how you communicate with people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's customer service. When they see the genuineness between you, EJ, you, Justin, you, Machete, you, Chris, they know what kind of producer that they dealing with. And like when I watch all these interviews, they say, man, hey, you got to be likable. Not that you have to be liked and you got to do shit to be liked, but at the end of the day, when you're a producer and you want to sell beats, you're working with people.
Right.
And everybody want to work with people that they like working with. And we already know we're Gemini's. We can work with everybody. And people like working with us. But people don't like working with people that they don't know. So the main thing is, where are the people at that want, like, oh, that's what I was going to say. All this shit boils down to hot and cold market. We don't want to take people from the cold market. Chris was warm market. Why was Chris warm market? Because you already knew him, and he was in the market of getting some music that he could put over his shit for the shit he trying to do. So all it is figuring out where the warm markets. You got to figure out where's the warm markets. The warm markets is everybody that, oh, I want to rap, I want to spit, blah blah. Okay, well, where do the rappers chill? This is what they said too. It was like, well, Timothy, because they knew I acted and all that shit. And they're like, well, location matter too, Lily. And for him, he need to be around it, in it, all around it, because those opportunities is gonna come up, and if he ain't around it, he ain't gonna be in it to be able to take advantage of it. I'm like, okay, location matters. The girl fucking Trishana, her Mixins ice cream shop, she opened up her second location. Location matters. So the location is all you got to find. Chilling. Can't say you don't know rappers, but you got to know rappers that know rappers that know rappers that know rappers. Because all the rappers that you know ain't necessarily jive the best with your sound or looking. Every rapper that you know is not warm market. You need to figure out who's warm market from all the rappers that you know. And the main thing is if at the end of the day, rappers want to be heard, or artists in general just want to be heard, create the shit, then we want to be heard. All you got to do is open up the avenue where people want to be heard, like TV digital, producer grind, all these fools. This is like on some real shit, Ed. This idea just came to me right now. I think this will work. You post it. I don't know how often you could do it, but like you've been in those streams where what's my nigga name? K Tronada's brother, Lou Pease, fucking producer grind, fucking Sunny Digital, different producers who go live. And they say, oh, anybody want to play their beats? And then they come on and they play their beats. Oh, that's hard, bro. Oh, send me a DM, blah, blah. The only reason why they could do that is because the YouTube following has built up their Instagram following to where every time they go live, they at least gonna get 40 people in there. You know, those 40 people, this is a warm market because we've already attracted them from our YouTube videos. We've attracted producers with our multiple contents of YouTube videos. So now when we go live on Instagram, we're attracting active producers because you have to know the notification to jump into live to blah blah, and now you coming in and now you want to play your shit. But if you post it up an advertisement every day that said on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, hey y'all, I'm gonna be YouTube video. Boom. Hey, go check out my new YouTube video tonight at 4 p.m. fucking Central Standard Time, I think is yours, right?
Central, yep.
Yeah. 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm on here listening to people beats. I'm on here listening to people freestyle. I'm on here listening to people sing. Spread the word. Reach out to the friend group. All of the people in the friend group. Put up the flyer and advertisement. We create this thing that every day at whatever time frame for however long, you're going to be listening to potential talent. You listen to their shit. Oh, that shit's dope, bro. What you trying to do? How old are you? Where you from? What you want to do? Oh, for real? Well, I make beats. DM me, bro. We're going to link up. Bop, bop. Oh, for real, girl? You sing? I make beats. Oh, you been looking for somebody? Oh, if you do that consistently, you've already created the authority. That's what chop section was. You already created the authority that you know how to make good quality work. That part is a given now. But it's now corralling who can get on the work.
Yeah.
You can start it off. I was trying to start it off a little bit with the duets, you know what I mean? Little duets on TikTok, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. It seems like that's the way to go with TikTok.
it was another avenue because if you can start a trend of people freestyling over your beats, look at all the micro content. Talking about that one beat video that you're gonna make, but how many more beat videos do you get to post if 6 more people freestyle over your shit and you like these 6 freestyles?
Yeah. Potential. And they like it.
Like it. So I think the main thing is you can, like, if TikTok is a naturally organic fucking space, all you trying to do is find out, hey, where the rappers at, and niggas is rapping on TikTok, give them something to rap on. But tell these niggas too. Like, don't just throw it out there and say, hey, this is what you can do. Give it a whole rollout. It's a whole rollout. This is what I'm doing, y'all. This is where I decided. This is where I can be in this time frame. Yeah, if I'm listening to some, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Oh, give me a second. Hold up. Sister, get your sister. You know? Then boom. Oh, that beat is dope, bro. Yeah, man, hit me up in my DM. Like that'll be too easy. Things possible. All I'm
Yep.
saying is don't get discouraged. All you need is the warm market. It's easier to take somebody into a store when they already standing on the corner where the store is versus trying to get them to cross the street to go to the store.
True. They're already, yeah, they're most likely already looking to go into the store to purchase what they're gonna purchase. Right?
So, but I can't give you too much concrete shit because I ain't did it myself. But I'm just saying, based
This,
off,
this might be a good time to experiment this way. Yeah, that's all we can do right now until we find a way, and then we can
whatever
just
sticks, sticks.
be like, this, do this now, and, and then you'll get it. It'll work. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Hey, well, what other things you gonna plan on to doing this week?
And so for me, like I said, yeah, I just got to get this motherfucking got to figure out what track I'm gonna put out. I think I'm gonna go drum and bass this week. We got Show Me the Future or Blessing Energy. I wasn't gonna put out Blessing Energy because I thought I was just a sample. I went back and listened to it, and I'm like, nah, I did most of it. So I'd be doing Blessing Energy, so that way I can just figure out what we're gonna have out the gate and actually get it to come out on Friday instead of this whole Saturday Sunday lag shit that I've been doing. Cause fucking I've been submitting later. I noticed in my older episodes too that I went from recording my cook-up sessions on Wednesdays and Thursdays and then having them ready to pump out on Mondays to I'm recording it and putting it out all on Monday, you know.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking I need to go back to that of pre-recording. But I wanted to give the energy from a Monday in a Monday versus giving from my Wednesday to your Monday. But niggas that's consistent with content creation, batch record. So,
yeah, batch recording for sure
you know,
helps.
you do. So I got this jazz book. I got this dope piano book. Um,
Oh yeah,
main thing is trying not to be an asshole. Try to still be productive, so that any given week I can wake up in pain. I still got to operate as if I'm not. I was talking to my sister. Her neck is fucked up, and her knee, and her ankle. She's hopping around the party, but she planned everything. I was
yeah,
telling her like, "Hey, thank you," and all that. I'm like, "I'm proud of you that you did all this." Hurt like one chronic pain person to another. We know how difficult this shit is to still get shit done while you're still in pain. It's like
how? Hey, what happened with your shoulder? What happened with your shoulder?
I told you on Monday I slept wrong. My shit been fucked up.
Still? Damn. You got
So
you got a pack of peas in there?
I
It's
put
like
a
pea.
fucking nah. This
I,
is kale.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucking kale, nigga, kale. I was using strawberries earlier. Fucking what happened on Monday? Yeah, when I slept wrong, and so the way this shit happened this time, like this shit is on the fucking nerve for real. Like normally, like all right, halfway ass pinch nerve. This shit. Remember how I was telling you? Every time
Yeah.
I cough, it hurts. Sneeze hurts. I'm still in that. So fucking, I went to Burbank yesterday, 2 days ago. Yesterday, one of these days, I went to fucking Burbank.
Saturday, yesterday.
Huh?
It was Saturday, yesterday. Today's Sunday, right?
Yeah. So yesterday, I went to Burbank, the motherfucking chiropractor. When I went to when my neck when I initially got into the accident. It was funny too because when I called the motherfucker, it's like, oh, blah, 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 but what's your name? And I'm like, my name's Timothy. Yeah, what's your last name? Great House. And she was like, oh my, like that gasp. I was like, it's like, oh my god, I remember you. And I'm like, oh for real? And she's like, yeah, I know your name. And I'm like, I don't know who I'm talking to though. Like I felt like you in the hell of it. Like,
Oh, I
yeah.
feel bad. Yeah, I feel so bad,
I
man.
don't know who you is though. She's like,
Yeah.
I remember your name. I'm real good with names. And I'm like, yeah, well, hey. So then she's like, oh, well, we'll give you a discount because you're a long time customer with him. Blah, blah. I'm like, dang. But it made me trip out. I'm like, dude, I ain't 11, 13, 14 was the accident. I went to 67 chiropractic treatments at that place about 2015. So these motherfuckers, like, damn, nigga, y'all remember me? So then when I get to the place and I walk in, because I didn't know who I was talking to, then when I seen her, I was like, oh, fuck, I do remember you because this is the girl I had to fucking do the shit with every time. So of course
Yeah.
she remembered me.
You got to sign in that book. When you
Yeah.
put on it. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. To get the credits and shit, to go to the lawyer and all that shit. Yeah, he had a personal injury with us. I sure did. So then I'll go in, I see her, and they're like, oh, but we all got our mask on, right? But it's still the same energy. Oh my God, Timothy! And then I see the dude, I'm like, Timothy! Oh my God, it's good to see you. Because back when he was doing it, he was like, hey. So then we get in the room and she's like, man, I'm talking to them. I'm like, man, y'all ain't even aged. No, you ain't aged. And I'm like, I'm being me and shit. So they was like, of course we remember you. You know why we remember you? Because always made us feel better when you came here. It was like we remember good patients. We got patients that come in here that give us a hard time, so we always remember our good patients. It's like every time we seen you, it was always good times. I'm like, yeah, I remember you saying that shit. I was like, because it was Mondays and you hated Mondays. It was like, at least Tim came in. We know Timothy's coming. All this shit. So he sat there and this is another thing on why you got to go back to establish motherfuckers you got a relationship with because nourishment something is done out of love, it's a whole nother frequency versus somebody just doing something just to get it done. You go to a new Cairo, you say, oh, I'm here for an adjustment. These niggas don't take into consideration of who you are, what you've been through, what the fuck going on. They just know they're gonna do the shit. Bop, 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 bop. All right, peace, nigga. Thanks for the money.
Yeah.
This was like, Timothy, if I were you, this nigga start going in all kind of shit. And like, a motherfucker telling you the real nigga, because he's looking at me in my eyes like he know what the fuck I've been dealing with on this shit. And he's like, you also were doing music back then too. I was like, yeah. I like this nigga been listening, nigga. Like, he trip you out about how strangers support you way more than family members that have seen you your whole life. He was telling me, man, on my situation. He's like, because this shit is worse. He said, man, you don't know when you slept wrong on if it made it bulge more. That's why it's irritating. He said, have you been shooting pains? I'm like, yeah, pains in my chin, stomach, different spots. He's like, yeah, so it's irritated, blah, blah. He said, first thing I would recommend for you, try because based on how much it's bulging is going to be, how severe it is. It's only bulging 3 centimeters, then I'll say, just get the epidural. Yeah, the epidural goes in your spine, and what it's going to do is bring down the inflammation in that spot in your disc. So at least for 2 to 3 years, that inflammation goes down, and you can function for 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years, another one. I'm like, fuck, nigga, like, the fuck you mean? He's like what I can do as a chiro, I can relieve pain, but when it's a herniated disc, yeah, I can pop and all that and relieve pain, and maybe we can do traction, decompression, put you in the machine, and it's going to stretch your neck, and I'm adding foot-pounds of pressure, but you got to do 15 treatments of that shit because you got to gradually raise the foot-pound pressure. The shit stretching and pushing back your fucking neck. Or you can spend $20, $30, Amazon.com. I'm like, traction, yeah, traction on the door. You hang it on the door, you fill it with water, you sit in the chair, the way the fucking mechanism is, the water jug goes down, pulls up, pulls your fucking neck up so it can fucking try to realign your spine. Other two options is fucking injecting the fucking shit in the epidural so you get 2 to 3 years of inflammation release. And the last option, which I recommend you don't do, is the surgery, the Peyton Manning surgery, where they fucking go through, shave your fucking disc that's bulging, put the fucking metal piece in place, and fuse the spine pieces back together. That way, he said, but you lose range of motion when it gets cold. Like, you go through way more pain.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, the surgery is never usually the best way to go.
But he said, go get the MRIs and see how much is bulging, because if it's bulging real far, then you don't have to get the surgery.
Right.
All I know is it just feels like, I was like, you know what it feels like? You know when you walk into a place and you hit the little bell, ding, right? You know how sensitive that bell is, but it can generate a big ass sound. That's what this nerve pain feels. It feels like every step you take, somebody just go ding, and I mean step. Then you cough, ding, 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 sneeze, ding, 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 laugh, ding, ding, ding. And I'm like, nigga, stop making me laugh, nigga. This shit hurt. So it's just like, when I was telling him, I was like, but I do the stretch, the chin tucks, all this shit. He's like, yeah, all that stuff. I was like, nigga, this shit ain't putting my bones back in place. It's like, nah. Like, it's relieving muscle tension. He said the chin tucks and stuff is like muscle tension. He said the only other options that you can do is strengthen your neck muscles, and that way it can relieve pressure off of your spine. And I thought about tap in on the video. I feel that neck. Yeah, that's it. He said the only problem is if your neck is hurting because of it, you can't even do the exercise to build it up because you're in hurt because of shit. And the
Yeah.
exercise you would do to build it up is gonna hurt you more than help you because you're not. I'm like, nigga, this shit just feels like one big ass catch-22. But yeah, man.
Yeah, that epidural too. That needle is like that long.
Look, see, you know about it.
Yeah, because I see my wife get in her back when Dominic was born. That shit was like this, and that guy must be a freaking surgeon because he has to hit it right
In the
on.
spine, dude. You know, thank you. So imagine that for 2 to 3 years for the rest of your life, you getting that shit done. My nigga, I don't want you to go to my spine once, my nigga.
If it helps.
But if I can get 2 to 3 years of productivity, Tim, nigga, I will fucking have enough money to fucking have all the surgeries or whatever the fuck I need at that point.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because you could do that, and then you could do your neck muscle stuff because you won't be in pain.
I'll be in pain. So I can build that up. So by the time the shit come back, then I'll just be human cyborg with muscles instead of fucking metal pieces.
Yep, exactly, dude. Human cyborg, not even a cyborg, just your actual muscle.
Human Borg.
Just a Borg, man.
Borg person. But yeah, man, this is what the fuck I'm dealing with, man. And like, I don't be trying to be no Debbie Downer with the shit, my nigga, but shit is real life, man. Like, I can't front it, act like this shit is easy. Because the niggas that's going through it, like I'm going through it, or going through it worse, like fibromyalgia niggas, like all my niggas that's going through this chronic pain illness bullshit, my nigga, every day is not easy. Sometimes, just if you went through a day and all you did was just lay in the bed and cry, that's a victory day. That's what's crazy. Laid in the bed and cried that day, that was a victory. Why? Because you didn't kill yourself, my nigga. Because that crying will make you want to. Because that shit is, you're crying for a reason. You're crying for the physical pain and the level of emotional frustration that you can't just easily go, whoop, all right, I'm out of this situation. Like, nah, nigga, you in it, live it, breathe it, sneeze. Oh shit. Like, damn, like, can't sneeze? Nah, nigga, don't sneeze. Don't laugh. Like, hold on, what? What? So yeah, man, it's just, but still we rise, still we press forward, still we put out content, nigga. Still we come home and drive from fucking LA to Vegas and make sure the producer thoughts episode gets put out, nigga. Like we still do shit, but it ain't easy doing.
I appreciate your time, man, because you could be doing neck pull-ups with that. We don't need.
My motherfucking ass would smoke some weed, go to sleep, so I wouldn't have to fucking feel it.
Yeah. Shit, dude.
But nah, dude. At the end of the day, man, we just gotta be fucking grateful for what the fuck that Joe K made a post today. Pain is temporary. Parentheses. I retweeted the fuck out of it as if it was true as fuck for me. And I'm like, nigga, I'm future bringing this to my, bringing it from the future to my present. Because even though this pain has been with me since 11, 13, 14, it's still temporary. Bitch ass pain. Fuck you. It's still temporary.
Some of those things take longer than others.
But it's still temporary.
Still temporary, yeah. Could be there 10 years, but it could be gone after those 10 years.
Right? Which meant it was temporary. That's all I'm looking forward to, man. I just want to be a sign of hope to motherfuckers who be dealing with the shit. Know that they can fucking, nigga, there's alternatives in the days, yeah. And just to know that they ain't not alone in the situation. Because remember how, like, on those days, if you just feeling so fucked up that you really can't do shit and you just got a bed rest, you feel bad. And then you're feeling bad for feeling bad. And it's a spiral. Now you're feeling bad for feeling bad. And it's like, dang, you're feeling bad because you feel bad because you couldn't do nothing because you was feeling bad. But you couldn't do nothing because you was feeling bad, but now you feel bad because you couldn't do nothing. It's like, damn, nigga, like, it ain't your fault, my nigga.
Triple negative, yeah, it's like a triple negative. You're like, shoot, what am I gonna do with all this?
What am I gonna do? I can't do nothing, and I'm feeling bad because I can't do nothing. That I can't do nothing. That I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like you did do something. You didn't check out. You're still here. You're still kicking and ticking. So tomorrow could be a better day, nigga. You wake up, hey, try at it tomorrow. And even if you just get one little thing done today, it's better than not doing shit. So
that's the truth. Dang. Yeah, I gotta start changing my mind to that. As long as you do something every day, then it's still a good day.
yeah, further along. As long as you, hey, that's a first down. It's a 3-yard gain. Whatever can get you first downs and touchdowns. Whatever can get you first downs gets you touchdowns. First downs turns to touchdowns.
Right, because you just keep getting closer to the goal.
Oh, it's like, oh, now you first and goal, and you ain't first and what? You first and goal, which means that you can't get no more first downs. The next first down you get is a touchdown.
Oh yeah, it's a touchdown. Yep. Dang, that's crazy. I make
All you need is the one market. All you need is one complete singular focus to say, I'm going to find the warm market. Everything is going to open up. Your brain, that reticular activating system. I think that's in the Return to Superman book that you got, the audio book.
I didn't finish it, so maybe
okay.
I didn't get to the part.
Excerpt. Spoiler alert, motherfuckers, for the fucking Return to Superman, Stephen Kotler book. The reticular activating system. The best way to explain this for me is, you ever play the slug bug game?
Mm-hmm.
So, what takes place when you first get invited to the slug bug game and you never had it? Remember how it went down?
Yeah, I got punched in the shoulder or okay. But I didn't know what was happening.
You didn't know what was going on. So they punched you in the shoulder, and then like you're like, man, what the fuck? And then they go, oh,
huh? Then they explain to you every time you see a Volkswagen Bug, you yell it or you call it out, and you punch. If you do it before them, then you punch them. Yeah, so they explain the rules.
So they give you the Scooby snack. They say, hey, well, Volkswagen Bug is the Scooby snack. Every time you see this Scooby snack, you get permission to punch a nigga. Like, oh shit. Your brain now goes particular activating system. Hey guys, let's be primed and ready to look for Volkswagen Bugs. Why is that? Because this nigga told me that we gotta look for those in order to win this game. Okay. So now what happens? You start seeing the most fucking slug bugs that you've never seen prior to learning about this game.
Yep.
Every single time. Because you primed your mind to see. So that's what the reticular activating system is. That once you prime your mind for something, it's going to be on high alert to find that something and say, hey, there it is, y'all, there it is. So if I say, hey, find your next fucking M&M pack, M&M peanuts tomorrow. Tomorrow, when you go throughout your day, something's going to point out to you where you're going to see a M&M peanut pack.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them that day.
Right? So, just like the slug bug game, you need rappers that want to buy beats, not just rappers that want to be on beats. You want rappers that's warm market, rappers that's serious about their career, that's willing to spend money on exclusive beats, that's willing to spend money on lease beats. Where's that warm market? And then all of this shit's gonna open up with that. Man, I said some shit like this, man. Trip off this shit, man. There's this one girl in the fighting game community that like I've seen her like I seen her in Wednesday night fights one time. I fucking went to SCR SoCal Regionals one time, and then like out of nowhere she like sat in front of me while I was cheering for fucking Stupendous on the shit. And then when I was at Evo, and the homie that I met from fucking the little homie from North Carolina, he went to Evo. So I'm over there and I'm playing at the Victrix table and shit. And then guess who comes up and starts playing against me at the motherfucking Victrix table? The same girl that I seen in Wednesday night fights and that fucking SoCal regions, all this shit. Now trip off this shit, Ed. Yeah, made some posts on Twitter, I think it was. And she was talking about like getting eye surgery, but not LASIK, some other shit. And like I thought about it, right? And she was like, "Oh, I'll put it on my Instagram stories if y'all want to see the shit." So I went and followed her so I could look at the Instagram stories. So I'm looking at the shit. And I'm like, oh, this shit crazy. This ain't LASIK, but she had to like wear some other shit from some shit. Like you know what I mean? So it starts with a P, whatever the procedure. Um, and then after that, I'll be seeing shit, and I'm like, "Oh fuck." Kind of looking like, oh shit, this girl was here this whole ass time, right? But I ain't never looking at her like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, dang, she rolling this whip, nigga. I remember my SI. Dang, she good at the game. Like she do a lot of shit where you go like, damn, nigga, like, damn, like you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, damn, oh, damn. Hold up, you took your car to the track? Oh, dang, I ain't took my shit to the track. Like, oh, so trip up this shit, Ed.
What's up?
Why the fuck? Well, I'm out there getting that money. On Friday night, I'm rolling down the street and I'm rolling up to a stoplight. And who the fuck is right next to me?
What the heck?
Of all fucking people. So now, mind you, earlier in that morning at 6:38, I made a tweet that said, some of this shit is too uncanny to explain. You just gotta appreciate the synchronicities and just appreciate the moment while you're in it.
Yeah.
So 6:38, I make that post. I'm like, this is like midnight. I'm driving.
Yeah.
Nobody can plan this. I can't make this shit up. I'm rolling and I'm like, I look and I'm like, oh shit, a Type R. Cause like fucking remember Tony Badalamenti? I think he went to Silverado too. Tony did. But anyway, Tony, huh?
I said probably. I don't know.
Yeah. I think he was in gaming. If you remember Pat Pippo, then Tony was in gaming at the same time with Pat Pippo. But anyway, Tony had got a Type R. Like he was one of my Geek Squad agents and shit. And like you remember I had my SI and shit. And so after that, when he went over to Apple, he had got a Type R. Like, oh, 10, blah, blah, blah. Let me drive it everything. So then but yeah, I'm rolling and I see the Type R. I'm like, oh shit, Type R. Like, and then I look and I'm like, hold up, nigga. This of all fucking people, nigga, like this is random as fuck. And so I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, and I had nobody to talk to. I was tripping. I'm like, nigga, I'm being punked right now. Where the fucking cameras at? Like I made a fucking random post 6:38 in the morning, and at 12 fucking midnight, I forgot all about the shit, and I'm rolling and I was in the middle of a trip. I'm heading like make a ride on Virgil, nigga. Like you know what I mean? I'm headed somewhere, nigga. Ain't nobody playing this, and I'll just look, and I'm like, and then like when I pulled up, I'm like, I'll look at shit.
You should have. You say nothing?
No, nigga. I was too shocked. I was too shocked. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to fucking do. It was too I was too mind blown because it didn't feel real to me. It felt like cause imagine, Ed, think about this. Like you ain't really cool with niggas like that. You just a part of the same scene that they a part of. You know what I mean? Hey, you do fighting game shit, they do fighting game shit. You went to Wednesday night fights, they went to Wednesday night fights. All right, you seen them at Wednesday night fights. All right, you seen them at SoCal Regionals. All right, you played against her at fucking Evo on a random. I'm over there playing against other niggas. We played against a nigga from Spain. And then when she came over, dudes from Spain like, oh my God, can I this is her. I want to take a picture of her. Like he did all that kind of stuff. I'm like, nigga, I'll give a fuck. And then she's like, all right, you ready to play? And I'm like, nigga, this is random. Because then I played her, and like it was cool when we played. Like it felt like a little movie moment. Why? Because when we start playing, the first match, whooped on.
Yeah.
Second match, it was a little closer, but I still won. And the third match, it was close, and then she beat me. And then the fourth match, she was about to come back, and then like something had to stop and shit. But we never got to finish the set. Like you know what I mean? But like I was like, you know, in the moment when you're doing it, you like, and then you go like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't like,
well, the hype ain't real.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, what the fuck? What the fuck? But it's like, but when she started doing shit, I'm like, all right, nigga, okay, I see you. I see you. Mind you, that ain't nobody you gonna say like, oh, hey, you remember me, and hey, you know me, and all that. Like, you're the known person. I'm just a nigga that's in the community that like dating. And then, so if
I would have said some shit there.
Huh?
I would have been like, hey! Hey! Roll that window!
It's me! You remember me from Evo and shit? I follow your Instagram stories.
I whooped your ass in Street Fighter. That's what you just said.
I whooped your ass. Oh, yo, nigga. And trust. On some real shit, this is what happened when we pulled off on the light. Because, you know, I still drive stick, so it's still in me, you know? So we pull off at the light, and then it felt like, this is exactly what it felt like when she was driving, nigga. Because I'm trying to still be, I'm like, I can't believe this is fucking happening right now. What kind of random shit is this? So then we driving, and then she was like,
oh.
Yeah.
Boris?
Yeah. She was like, and then she was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it to you, nigga. I ain't gonna do it to you, nigga. And I'm like, shut up, nigga. She over here with your little Nissan. I'm like, shut up, nigga. You look ain't got my side, nigga. The fuck on my side, I would have smashed on you. But you can feel the way she pulled off. It was like, nigga, I ain't gonna do that to you, nigga. My shit is hooked up, nigga. You rolling a dad mobile, nigga. It's like, but yeah, no. But I'm saying, I said all that to say the reticular activating system. It made me think, if my mind wasn't primed to find synchronicities throughout the day, would I even have noticed? I still would have noticed. This is a damn typo. I'm a fucking Honda nigga, so I wouldn't have noticed it. But would I have noticed that it was her? Would I have noticed, like, you know what I mean? Would that situation have even happened if I didn't make that post at 6:38 in the morning? And what the fuck is that supposed to mean? That if I make a post at 6:38 in the morning and say, watch the synchronicities and appreciate the moment when you're in it, and then later in the day, a motherfucker that you look at their Instagram stories that you had some interaction with through the fighting game community, sitting car length next to you, and you didn't plan this. You're on a trip, doing your own thing, headed your own way. She doing her own thing, headed her own way. Yet your paths still cross.
Yeah.
Same shit with the rappers. The rappers that got motherfucking raps that want to spit on shit and want to get their shit heard. They got the money. The fucking tax season. They don't know what they want to spend it on. You're the motherfucker that wants to give it to them, and your reticular activating system needs to prep up and be primed to say, well, I just need to know warm market niggas that's serious about their business. Because if they ain't serious, then you don't want to talk to them. Like we never end up happening with the guy that said he wanted to do the beat. Obviously, he didn't do it. But what happened to where he fell off? Obviously, there was something in the lack of seriousness.
I messaged him.
What happened?
I said, "Hey man, just following up, see what's up with you, man." I was like, if you, because I gave him a link to download with the tags. I was like, "Hey, let me know if you need anybody to hear it. Like, I'm always down to listen to it and all that stuff. Like, give you feedback, that kind of thing." He's like, I didn't really write to it yet. I'll let you know when I do though.
See. So then
But I
that
followed
here,
up.
huh? You did.
Mm-hmm. I didn't make sure that I didn't make like I didn't want to be like pushy, but I just want to let them know that I'm here as an artist too. Like I'm like, yeah, I want you to buy this beat from me, but like I want to see what you do with it. Like that's the best part about it is seeing what the person does with your art, with their art, and then yeah, if it works, then you can try to hit them up again. Say, hey man, let's do an album or some shit.
Yeah. That's dope as fuck. Thank you. I'm glad you followed up, dude. That's clean, homie. You about this life, man. I don't care what you say, nigga. Niggas that be timid wouldn't follow up. They just go, man. Like I never fucking followed up and emailed I got emailed Scott Storch. I only emailed Scott Storch one time. But yeah, nah, dude. Damn, you right. Damn, good shit for following up, brother. But see, that still goes back to my point. Based off his response, still gave me a feel of what his level of seriousness was.
Right. He didn't do it. He wasn't serious about it.
You need a warmer market. When I did that fucking duet on your TikTok shit, how many times? Oh man, I'm gonna do something straight out. I'm gonna do something straight out. But I was able to do that thing on the TikTok. Why? Because my straight out verse fucking it's difficult to do. It's some more Tech Nine kind of shit. I say, open the eyes, I'll show you the prize. Focus is never divided. Like that shit is difficult to fucking take the C's and D's and B's and go one. D's goes to show one. Now to go close and yeah. All that shit is fucking hard, right? But the shit I did with that was like, nigga, I could do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. Then yeah, and thank you for doing that. By the way, that's dope. I'm glad you got into your element again. One of your elements. You know what I'm saying? Don't shake your head, man. Don't do that. You know what it is. You know you can do it.
I was quick to shake my head like, nah, nigga, that ain't my element. You like, it's one of your elements, man.
Yeah, it's different. It's not. I mean, it is a physical thing, but it's not really. It's one of those things that won't leave you,
Yeah.
whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Not gonna leave you. Talking about the verb. Who does that shit? Nobody. Everybody does that shit. Especially on some Tech Nine shit. Like nobody can do that. Not everybody can do that. You're talking about 5%, bro. You're talking about 3%.
But see, that's the thing that's the struggle because it's like, okay, so I got that verse and it's still sitting in this fucking phone right now. But when you're writing it and you're doing it, this is what your brain's telling you. Well, how did it start off? Yeah, open your eyes. I'll show you the prize. The focus is never divide. Yeah, divide. I use all this shit to fucking rhyme divide and eyed and eyes, eyes, lies. Now switch it up. Huh?
I said eyes, buys, lies, rise, eyes,
Yeah.
spy.
I'll show you the prize. The focus is never disguised. Yeah, the focus is never disguised. Yeah. But anyway, when I'm going through all them fucking syllables and shit, because I know this is how I want to come off, and I want like feed the teeth. Because then we take it from eyes to feed the need, to see, to feed the cold one, feed to lead to bleeds to clouds to woe one, right? Keep a code that nobody knows, of coast to coast, to feed to seeds, to coast to coast, to go one, all that kind of shit. And it's like, that's how I want to come off. But when you're doing it, you're in the snow globe. So you're not like, oh, that's a good ass snow globe. Like, nigga, you don't know you're in the snow globe. You're in the snow globe. So when you come out of it, you're like, hey, nigga, that was a nice ass snow globe. You're like, nigga, what? Everybody don't make snow globes like that. Like, nigga, I was in the snow globe. I didn't even see it get made. Yeah, but just know everybody can't make snow globes. Nigga.
Yeah.
You know how to make snow globes.
Some people don't even know what snow globes are. Some people that make snow globes are trash. That they're not even snow globes at that point. So yeah, you're right though. You can make a snow globe, bro. Just know that you can make a snow globe.
Just know that you can make a snow globe, and it don't look as valuable. Cause man, I did that 16 talking about that girl, and it's like I showed my brother yesterday. I was like, "Hey man, look at my video, man." Cause like he don't be, I got to get on him to look at my shit, to. So he looked at it. He was like, "Okay, okay, I see you. I see you." He was like, "You was over there doing lyrical acrobatics, lyrical gymnastics." Okay, I see you. I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, like. And then like I'm like, but did the girl, if she heard it, could she get the message off the shit? Now the other night when she was talking about shit, she was like, sometimes she said this about herself. She said, when I wrote that song, she said music was the first time that I can truly communicate. Oh, feel that. Do it in music form. Really just feel. And I'm like, you better not be dropping those subliminals that you fucking heard my shit, nigga. Like, yeah, but
They're not.
huh?
You better not.
Right? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when I could put it in rap form, I can be more on purpose about what I'm saying. Because what did you say? You was like, thought out and not thought out is like my process. Like I'm thought out and not thought out when I speak. Like, but when I get a chance to spit a freestyle and then turn that freestyle into a written, it's combining thought out with non thought out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you thought about it, so.
But not really because I was freestyling.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant if you were writing it. Yeah.
So like the way I write is I
Thought out.
freestyle.
It's thought out at the time that you're doing it, which is not really thought out.
Yeah. The
It's a
only time the thought comes is when I'm trying to make sure stanzas rhyme and there's a continuous theme. I'm freestyling. It's just off top. So that's
yeah,
what made me give that specific widow girl because I was like, man, if I was gonna be truthful to myself, because I can't rap about shit that's not true to me, what comes out? And that shit came out. I'm like, man, you know what? Why not put this out? Fuck it. I was like, fuck it.
yeah, man. No, seriously. Yeah, fuck it. Exactly.
Fuck it. That's what it took. I just said fuck it. And I still know, dude, I've listened to that verse. I've watched myself say that shit so many times. And then when my brother was listening, he was like, don't forget to wake me. He was like, oh man, you gotta do that shit like Pac right there. Like, make me. You gotta do the me. But it made me think about it. Because if I tell her in the beginning of the verse, wake me up, and then I'm going in the middle of the verse, hey, don't forget to wake me. It's like, nigga, that's that callback shit that we do in the interviews. Like, nigga, yeah, you talk about that shit in the beginning, and I recalled what the fuck. If you paying attention to the verse, nigga, like. But
You recall, that's good writing.
But once again, I take it for granted. Don't everybody got good writing? Don't everybody care about making stanzas make sense when they whole 16 verse is looked at in a full concrete thing? You say, damn nigga, I like how you rhyme these syllables for the first half and then you rhyme these syllables on the second half. But then you got all these different parts in the syllables that you put emphasis on to give us different parts that you're rhyming in your bars. So different parts of the bar rhyme with different shit, even though the whole shit was rhyming with one vowel.
You ever you ever watch that video of Elzai talking about rhyming?
That was a
Elzai, the rapper Elzai. Well, he was on
D
the
like underground.
well, I guess I don't know, kind of. I don't know, Bond. I don't know. He was a part of Slum Village for a little bit.
Slum Village. I know
Yeah,
about Slum Village.
yeah. Like after Dilla passed, he was a part of them for a little bit. But but then yeah, no, he's so this dude Elzai. I gotta show you the video. It's dope what he talks about. He's like a real nerd, like about writing. And he's like, I unlocked this shit. He was like, I unlocked it. And he was talking. It just shows. I gotta send you the video, but he talks about like putting three random words together. It was like deep lake, sweepstakes, and like some other shit. But he found a way. He's like to put everything all into into a thing that and it made sense,
I
but
love it.
it was crazy. I gotta show you the video. I used to watch that video all the time because I was like, damn, that's. But
Send that to me.
I do here. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yo, I geek out over shit like that, y'all. Real shit.
It is no. That's wait. You probably know a game version of it of Pokemon. Have you heard of NBA Top Shot? What?
They had a top shot. I thought that was golf.
I don't know what the hell that. You probably know a video game version of it or Pokemon. Top Shot Pokemon? I don't know what that is. Anyway, my brother sent that to me. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he said Pokemon. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I want to send you this thing.
reason why I like that though is because when I was thinking of rhymes in the shower, my brain automatically goes to words that rhyme with it. But that's the second layer that you just did that I love about it. Is that if you can't find one word that rhymes with it, because what you say sweepstakes, then you said deep lake. Find two words that
Yeah.
give you this. Oh, I love that part of it, nigga. That's dope.
Yeah, I think it's easy to rhyme words, just one word. But if you rhyme phrases, that's the hard part. But then it sounds so good when you do it though. Like if the phrases have the same amount of syllables in it, like
Yeah.
that shit gets me all the time. Like, oh shit! Like how do people think about that shit? Like that's hard. That's writing. And doesn't everybody do that? Nah, bro. Listen to every music ever right now. You don't hear any of that. But sometimes, yeah, I mean, like, and to do it where it's not too corny too. Like, you can't be like
I
the
don't
bitch.
care. I'm corny. I'm
Nah,
corny.
you can't say that right
I
now.
own that shit. And like, cause think about it. Cause think about it. When you look at the core of that fucking 16 I put out, it's corny because I'm like what's that shit? 8 days a week or whatever the fuck, where the guy went to the girl's fucking crib and played his guitar and serenaded her outside the crib for 8 days or whatever until he got her. Some fucking movie like that I watched at Matt and Melissa crib. But because what I'm talking about, niggas can hear the bars, man. This old cupcaking ass nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga, watch
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, nigga. Fuck that bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
Oh, you can't see it, and my phone's right here. But so this is it. It's called Slum Village Freestyle Art of Patterns, and it has E40 on it. Where's this shit?
from the soil.
This was 14 years ago on YouTube.
Oh,
And I remember,
YouTube.
yeah, and I've been watching. Then we were here at the birth of YouTube. Isn't that crazy?
Ain't that crazy? Unforgivable. That
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
is crazy.
we was quoting that the other day.
Dude, I went to fucking Chick-fil-A and like I remember the first time I went to Chick-fil-A. And I was like, let me get a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries for free. And the fucking lady looked at me all weird, and I'm like, how do you work here and not know that? Nigga, like,
I know. He's all. I don't want a Dr. Pepper. Oh, I don't want a Diet Coke.
she's
What
like,
was
no,
that?
but you're sucking on my thing.
Dang.
I said, but you ain't had no brothers.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
Yeah, he's like, that's a mistake. He's like, you better not be messing with no other.
Other niggas. You better not be messing with no other niggas.
Those are my brothers. He's like, that's a bitch. That's a
But you ain't got no brothers.
I don't want you messing with no one. I don't want you.
I don't want you messing with no other niggas.
I heard that.
Just suck your dick and you just nutty. Well, it ain't enough.
Oh my god.
Woo. Unforgivable.
Yeah, I sent you the video. It's 5 minutes long, but when we get off of this, bro, watch that shit. Listen to that shit. That shit's dope.
It's the way that it sparked you up. It feel like whatever I'm saying directly correlates.
It does. Well, because I know for sure you can appreciate this because he's a nerd, bro. He's a nerd like you. We talking about like you're a nerd about words and the ways to put them together. Like you're a steward of that shit. I mean, to me, I was an extent of that too. Like that's why I liked it a lot too. I like that shit because it's difficult to put words together.
Hmm.
Like I like Eminem for that shit because he can put words together.
Yes. He's another person that will give me the two words. If
Yeah,
one word can't rhyme,
he give you the two.
come on.
Yeah, and he'll give you four. Like he'll give you six. Like he's the guy that rhymes phrases, and I'm just like, damn.
And like, see, Busta Rhymes was the first
Busta
person for
Rhymes
me.
is another one. Yeah, he's another one. Oh my god.
So maybe that is true. Your influence, you rap like your influences because you're inspired by them. Like
Oh yeah.
I like because so when you say Eminem, the phrase or the verse that comes to me where I'm like, oh shit, Eminem's fucking vernacular prowess is the way I am.
Yeah.
Why do I like that first verse? Because he's rhyming one vowel the whole way.
Whole
And
time. Yeah.
I sit
Like
back with
Busta
his pack of zigzags in his back, and it's like, come on. Then you got my nigga
weed
Busta
is
Rhymes.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
weed gets me to see neat. Like, come on, man. Ah. But then Busta Rhymes saying, yo, what the dilly, yo, I stop by the freak show. Come on. And he
Boris
gives
was
you
the host.
one each verse.
Yeah. And it wasn't ever the same word. Well, maybe one, maybe.
Yeah, probably
But
the yos, but that's it.
that's it.
So yeah, nah, I like verbal acrobatics, verbal gymnastics,
Verbal
verbal
rap
linguistics. Huh?
verbal rap tactics.
Yeah, let's go.
You used to
The rack tactics. The fish about to spill like blacksmiths. Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. Wu Tang, motherfucker.
About to spill like blacksmiths. Ooh. And then fucking the Jizza or somebody was making a post like that where they say, yeah, today's raps, they're not lyricists. He said when they had to go to Staten Island, they went around rappers, and back then rappers were all lyricists. So
Yeah.
it made you sharpen your sword because you felt you had to come correct. And since niggas nowadays don't feel they gotta come correct, that's why the quality is what it is. And so for me, I'm like, yeah, you I guess that is me downplaying. You trying to tell me, oh yeah, it's good to see you back in your element. I'm like, shut up, nigga. That ain't my element.
You don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm just like you. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not gonna make no 5-course B-boy video.
That's different though. I cannot do that no more.
You can do it.
Physically, I can't do this shit no more.
You can do it. You can turtle. You can top rock. You can CC.
And turtle. But I can do a little.
You can turtle, dude. I know you can turtle.
I try to keep it safe. No.
See, but like real shit.
You ever watch the Stretch and Bobbito freaking documentary? You know about Stretch and Bobbito?
Oh.
This was before my time too. Like, I think it was before our time, right? So Stretch and Bobbito was a college radio show in New York, and this is where like Wu Tang got their shit played first. Fuji's got their shit played first. Like all the majors, like Nas got his shit played first there. Jay-Z, all that shit. There's like
it's just breaking place.
Yeah, this is like you're imagining how like this podcast would be basically like with all the people that are about to be coming up soon or whatever.
Let's go. Yeah.
So there's a documentary where they talk about that and Busta Rhymes even. So when what is it, leaders of the new school went in there, he was like, yo, he's like when we used to go there, he was like, yo, he's like, you couldn't fuck up. If you fucked up, your whole shit was tarnished, basically. Like,
but your whole reputation in that one situation.
Right. So when people came up there, they had to be correct. Like they had to have their raps down. Like if they're gonna freestyle or whatever, if they're gonna be doing their shit, they had to have their shit down and packed. Like they couldn't mess up, or it was it was lights out for their career or whatever. So I feel like it's not like that no more. It's not, but you know what I'm saying. But that's you need to, bro. I need to freaking send you that shit, man. I think that's on YouTube too. It's not that long, but it's not that long ago. But dude, that's a good watch. It's a, hell yeah, man. Yeah, Stretch and Bobito. They have, I think they have a podcast now. But what is it? My brother. Oh yeah, full movie that changed lives. It is back in 2015. Shit. Oh, you have to run it.
I can get it down, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Good old Netflix.
Yeah, there's a what's it called? There's a clip of Jay Z getting a tape deck or getting a Walkman from Stretch and Bobito. He's like, "Hey, do you remember this?" And like they gave the freaking Walkman to Jay Z, and he's just like, "Oh shit, I haven't seen one of these in a long time." And he freaking puts it on, and he just like he listened to himself freestyle or like spit his rap
Back in the day.
on that show. And I don't think it was released though, or it was one of those things. Oh yeah, they would talk about how they would have those tapes. Like so, if you missed the show, they would record the tapes, and then the tapes would go around the neighborhoods. And if you wasn't bumping that shit, you weren't in the loop. See, that kind of shit is dope, man. Like there's no secret
Exclusivity,
activity, yeah, that like little thing, like
barriers
hey,
to entry. And
yeah,
it's a gift and a curse because if they were still barriers to entry, then we wouldn't have released music.
true,
So it's the gift and the curse is that by opening up the floodgates, everybody can walk in. So it's difficult to thumb through all the bullshit because just like what you're telling me, you're saying everybody don't care about the craft of rapping.
yeah.
I look at it as a craft.
But the quality, there's the quality for quantity. There's a what's it called there's a give and take from that. Like because the floodgates are open, quality is lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they have like this type of thing, like the exclusivity, only like the dopest rappers will be out. Yeah,
Prop, rise to the top.
yeah, man. And they would talk about the. Oh man, watch that shit. Here, I'm gonna just text you the name of it if you could find it. I watched. What did I watch it? Oh, you know what? My brother downloaded that shit and sent it to me. He was like, "Yo, he's gonna watch this shit."
What the documentary, the Scrab and Babito,
Yeah, a long time ago though, like 4 years ago. I think when it first
Stretch and
came out.
Babito.
Stretch and Bobito, yeah. DJ Stretch and Bobito. And they had it was like a college show, but that was like it. That was the shit. I didn't know about them. You know what I mean? This is before my,
Yeah, I ain't heard of this shit.
and this is on the East Coast too, so it's not like we was gonna hear about it. What is the documentary for? Let me see. They should have it on here, bro. This shit's crazy. Yeah, Busta Rhymes on there. He's talking about it. Yeah, they had Eminem on there for a little bit. Nas is on that shit. Here, I gotta. Fuck, bro. This shit's crazy. I'll send it to you. Oh, it is on here. How do I send this shit to you? My bad. Got some dead air on the pod.
In
Yeah,
it,
bro.
we in it to win it.
Hey, man. Yeah, there's certain these certain hip hop documentaries that just stick with me, man. There's the first hip hop. Well, the b boy documentary that sticks with me is called Freshest Kids. It teaches you about the whole what's it called history about b boying.
Fresh as kids,
The freshest
freshest
kid.
kids. Okay, okay.
This is the b boy documentary. The Stretch and Bobito one is one of them. What else is there? I used to watch all the time. There's like at least a few. There's a few more, but them shits, bro, they shaped my hip hop like what I see it as. Just Freshest Kids alone, like they talk about b-boying, but they talk about like hip hop. They're like four elements hip hop and shit.
Can't do it without it.
Uh, if you're really about the culture, like you have to be about all four of them. At least appreciate all four of them and acknowledge them. At least acknowledge them at the very least, and at least I could respect that. But
I
people
don't
say,
tag, but I respect taggers though.
yeah, hell yeah, graffiti artists, man. that's a skill.
Yeah.
I like the battling of it too. Like I know whatever you're defacing property and all that shit, but to have your own like
Spot.
area, yeah, your own spot, your own air, like shit that you rep, and somebody come out there and try to battle you on that shit, nah, bro. Battling is what makes hip hop, man. That's what I think. There's no, there's no way. There's battling is probably the most rawest form, like the rawest form of hip hop. That's where your true skill comes out.
You know what? I'm so think about it. So what is how is 4 element
Yeah, breaking, graffiti, MCing, and DJing.
battling off?
Good battle in all four of them. Oh, what they say? Who's that talking to? The most rawest form of battling is b-boying out of all the four. Is that one? There's no bullshit involved.
You
Like
use gimmicks on scratching and let the words say shit for you and shit like that.
yeah,
Rapping,
MCing,
you can say fucking shit. Rapping,
graffiti. Well, maybe with graffiti. Well, graffitiing is you're doing the picture, and it's like
picture
you know,
represents your battle move,
yeah.
but your
But b
physical body moving, right, the
yeah,
biggest battle because you got to practice. Either one, anything of them, all of the elements you got to practice.
yeah, hell yeah,
You're moving your body and being tired, you can't express yourself what you really want to express. I know
yeah,
that's one thing for sure.
yeah, hell yeah. And you're in their face,
True.
like
DJ
you're in their
table.
face.
I guess the
Yeah,
only other place you in the face is the rap battles.
but even then, it's not as aggressive. It
No,
is
because you're
aggressive,
moving your body. That shit's already feeling as a threat, and you're
but
moving it with intent to say, "Nah, fuck you, bitch." Like
yeah,
moving your body. If rappers would move their body as much as they spit when they rap, it'd be way more fights.
yeah. Oh heck, yeah, man. Eh, yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, it's aggressive too. Like MC battles are aggressive, but B-boy just has it's just it's the most raw. If you go if it's yeah, if you go to the right places or if they do it the right way, then that shit is just the most raw because you could just like yeah, it's crazy. They have that energy, like a masculine energy, and you're freaking like fighting them, but you're not fighting them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's what I liked about it a lot. It's because you can't pussy out of that shit. You can pussy out of a rap battle, you know. And if you go in there with weak ass rhymes and shit like that, like if you did that in a b boys like a cipher, it's you're done. Like you're done. Like you're just done, bro. Like it's crazy. I'm not explaining that, but it just I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, physical thing.
hold up, man. I still want
But
to know
watch.
that part that they're done. Like they rap is done, and like everybody just gonna collectively
Well, yeah,
clown you.
that too. Yeah, because if you go halfway and then like act like a little bitch, then your rep's done, dude. Everybody knows how you're gonna act like that. You can't fake the funk. Like, hey, remember you in that cipher last time? Fuck your shit
Everybody
up.
seen
Like
it.
trying to yeah, and you could do all this. What's crazy is you could do all this flashy moves that's difficult, but another person can kill you, like with a different style, like an original style. Like if you were biting the whole time, like if you were copying people the whole time. I don't know if you could do that in any other ones, right? Oh, yeah, you can copy. You know what I mean? Yeah, you could copy other people's
Yeah,
styles.
battle. The only
Yeah, it's
battle I had at VVHS, the fucking battle with a fucking line. It was like, man, you know that's what's it called line. And I'm like, nigga, I don't listen to East Coast niggas. Like, but this nigga used somebody else's line on me and shit. And like that's why everybody the crowd got all hype and all that shit. Like I was spitting actual freestyle, my nigga. Like by my
he was
actual
written. He hit you
spinning
with the.
rins and spinning jacked rins from other niggas.
Uh,
Where's the
and you
honor
didn't
in that?
lose.
But yeah,
You didn't lose.
but to the crowd, I lost because it was kind of a good line. Like you know what I mean. The line was uh, talking about our crews like niggas is like some you niggas is like dick in the pool because y'all never get hard. Like, and the whole crowd and all that. Then I'm like, hold on, nigga, what? Like, then it's like, you stole that line from once. Nigga, what? This nigga's using everything I used was in the moment about y'all niggas in your face right here about the battle. So you know that I'm spitting off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Damn.
just like you said, everybody don't see it from the same angles and all this other shit. But yeah,
Yeah,
when he
Lou.
said that line, the whole crowd was, oh, and I was just like, man, all right. All right.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. What time we at right now?
Yeah,
2?
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. I guess we what's it called? Wrap up time. Let's see. So with you said you're gonna work on
Drum and bass track is probably gonna be blessing energy.
okay. Me, I'm gonna do oh shoot. I only finished 2 beats last week. I fell off. No, I didn't. Three I did
Three
3
beats.
I did 3 beats. I didn't post them. I did 3 beats. I post one of them. I got a newer beat on BeatStars right now. So I have a total of 14 beats on BeatStars right now. So I'm a little less than halfway there to the goal of 30 beats. So we'll work on some more beats. We'll do another goal of 3 beats again because why not?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna post more onto BeatStars. Um, I was working on trying to do an animated movie stuff, so I was downloading like all these animated
Me.
animation apps actually. You know,
Wow.
for me to draw and making
Shit.
my own shit.
Crazy.
And I was like, so I was looking at some and I was like, oh, this is not what I wanted. And then I was looking at other stuff. I'm like, oh shoot, can I do this? Like you know how you like when you like trace the other one, like you see like when you make something animated, right? Like you draw one picture and then you go to the next scene and it has like the ghost of it or whatever it's called, the like a lower opacity. You could outline it and change the little parts to it, like if you want his eyebrows to move or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
so that way it just shifts just a little bit. You
Right.
don't gotta recreate the whole shit from scratch again.
Yeah. So I was looking at that. I was trying to find other ones that can do that. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I didn't really find any, but the movie. I didn't work on the other beat movie thing yet. I have some stuff shot, but I want to make it just a quick one, a little quickie. I think it was like a pan work from the bottom to the top, and then maybe put chop section on it, that kind of thing. But yeah, 3 beats. Yeah, maybe I should just focus on that. Focus on selling 10 or 9 beats now, right? At least 9 beats.
Everybody gotta know that uh everybody gotta be able to track the progress with you.
I do that.
Put up posts and say this is what it is, this is what it is.
Oh, you're talking about like, oh, I need to sell 9 beats.
My goal is to sell 10 beats because if I can sell $300 worth of beats, I will feel comfortable in my skin as a producer to know that I can actually put more effort towards this, feel more reassurance. Shout out to the homie GLK Chris for coming through on the first purchase. Boom. Shout out to my brother, but that don't count because you my brother. Fuck you, nigga.
No, he didn't buy from
He
BeatStars. He
buy it
bought
from BeatStars. He buy our Bandcamp. So that's why I said it don't count because we selling 10 beats off of BeatStars, motherfucker. So we got one sold so far. And all you got to do is find people in the warm market that's want to buy shit off BeatStars. Because I think probably just even a BeatStars hashtag search would do just see how many people are making posts under BeatStars that are producers, how many people are making posts under BeatStars rappers, and see how many serious. See if you like their work. Go comment on their shit. Hey, what's up, man? I make up shit too. Boom, boom. Never know. Nigga look serious to you. Might be some serious shit. But that way you can find warm market. If everybody's making a BeatStars hashtag.
do I gotta say If you if you're really serious about your shit, come check out my beats.
Hell nah. I hate them fucking posts, man. These motherfuckers. I hate that shit.
What are you talking about?
Dude, Eloquent put a post on Twitter yesterday that made me laugh. It said, hey man, DM, hey man, I know you're a producer, but just let me know, bro. I can send you a pack. Just let me know if you want me to send you a pack. And so he goes back and responds and says,
I don't rap.
hold up, man. So if you know that I'm a producer and you know that I don't rap, why in the world would I need a pack? And he said, you right, my bad, G. Have a blessed one. So Eloquent goes to the post. He said, hey man, I might have misjudged him. He was like, because just he was all respectable. He was like, he knew that I wasn't in his market, but then he still shot his shot, but in a respectful way. He said, I might have him send me the pack. And I'm
Hey, why not, right?
like, right? That's what's funny about this shit. And it's like, it's the genuine aspect, and it's like that my thing too. I'm like, I don't understand why fucking producers try to ask producers fucking pack niggas. Like
They
produce
do all the time. They do. They send DM. They never send you. They never DM or not DM you. Or
sometimes, just not lately. Not with the shit I
yeah.
post now. They like this nigga's fucking putting out shit every week. Nigga, we ain't gonna send this nigga shit. Oh,
I was like, how do you get me like? I'm posting the beats all the time. How do you get me like doing that, and then ask me if I want a beat? Like,
those
no,
producers exist.
they do exist. They do exist. He does
Do exist.
freaking Santa Claus, and Eminem.
This the homie from fucking Australia was like, yeah, mate. To be in a ghost. Like, so these niggas is out here fronting our business.
This is all business. It's like
Anton D'Antino, and I'm at Ty Lopez. His song was on SoundCloud called "Better You Can Make That." Liked on my shit, but it was funny because he had good ass production. And I was like this was back what 2015, 2016. So I'm still sucking ass.
yeah.
Like telling me what the fuck to do, and like he was mixing his own shit, and like he was a record producer, mate.
Yeah.
Like, but I was like, what kind of music you make? Oh, I make witch house. That's the thing. When you come up with your own genre of the shit that you make, right? Like, well, I make deep house, space funk. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is witch house? Witch house is like it's house music, but it's like dirty, it's like spooky,
Hey, what would mine be then?
Yeah, think about it. Talk to it.
Yeah, like New Jack Swing, huh? Well, yeah. What is the?
Man, that video was on somebody's name. And they said Heavy D and fucking what's it called came up with New Jack Swing, even though Teddy Riley got the title for it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Fucking Mary Lou Williams got the title for Mother of Bebop.
What? Oh, okay. Bebop.
Jazz piano, man. I've been going in on this jazz piano shit.
Man,
Know about Duke Ellington and Thelonious Monk and fucking
I
Art
listened to
Tatum. Huh?
I listened to a bunch of Thelonious Monk at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever listen to Fortet? That's I can't remember the names. The four dope people, dopest like jazz musicians. Fortet. Artists.
Where they combine their talent. See what I'm talking
I can't remember the name. No, what is that? Why is it not? I forgot who it was. But anyway, it was an album put out. I have it on vinyl. It's in one of these boxes over here somewhere. Good though.
Quartet. It's a quartet.
Yeah, it's a quartet, but it's like for.
Legendary ass niggas.
Mhm. If you talk to Creel, he knows what's up.
Yeah, because when I'm seeing that Mary Lou was a mentor to fucking then what's my nigga name? Dizzy Gillespie and shit. Fucking Creole was the person talking about Dizzy Gillespie.
He blessed me, yeah. And Creel knows a bunch of shit for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Yeah. And he talked to him about that kind of stuff. It's
That's
crazy.
what we probably get on the next one. What's up
Yeah,
with Ryan and fucking what's it?
yeah, Creed can be on there. He's just at home playing golf or some shit with with his lady all the time. But stop playing golf.
Hey, for real, man, hit that fool up for the next one, man.
No,
Yeah, I know he be working and shit.
yeah, I gotta see what days he's off. I think he's off on the weekends. You going out to LA again?
Yay,
How come you don't go just do it around Vegas?
because it ain't traffic and demand.
Oh, you
That
could
way
just
you can yield the same productivity for your time.
even running three of the business, the three of
You're not
the
all available out here.
what? Which one isn't available out there?
Available out here.
Really? Only
Yeah,
post DoorDash?
Postmates, Grubhub, and something.
Oh, it's a wait. It's not available to you yet because of your where you live at, right?
Not a Vegas nigga. LA nigga in Vegas. And so fucking like DoorDash, Postmates says like when you try to do Uber Eats, oh you can jump on a wait list, but it's not available in Vegas.
That's weird, man. I didn't know all that.
This week is funny, man. If I don't know, man. We'll see how this shit goes. I think I'm right. I think I'm right. I be thinking I'm right a lot of times though, and I know I'll be right. Just motherfuckers just don't know. Cause energy don't lie, man. I know this shit fucking hurt. Um, yeah, nah, man. We on it though. Yeah, I'm probably going. I probably go Friday, but I probably come back early. Back probably like Saturday, and then after
Saturday?
some
Okay.
shit working out that I might, we'll see, man.
Yeah. Episode 25. Hopefully episode 26 get Creole on there. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
Uh
I'm gonna reach out to the peoples that I know that are artists that are doing this music shit like we doing it. That might need some encouragement, or might just need to tell their story, or might just need to rediscover themselves through their work and through their past, while they telling two Geminis that's on their own path that's willing to encourage. You know what
yeah. Heck yeah. I'm always down to meet new artists and see what they're doing. Compare and contrast.
I'm saying? Yeah, give them some inspiration.
Yeah. And uplift. Right?
Uplift. Well, you already know that's a given right there.
All
You better do what I
right.
said. We're gonna uplift your ass.
It don't matter what you're doing. We're gonna uplift you.
Sorry about it. Hey. Speaking of EJ, reach out to us, man. I ain't hard to find. No?
Yeah, hey, hard to
Yeah.
find.
No, it'd be dope to have a follow up, follow up, you know what I mean?
See how strong that sacred fire attack you talking about, man.
Feel what
Let's
I'm
go.
saying?
Go. Pull that charger. No, I'm just kidding. All right, yeah, brother. All right, episode 25. We are ending this right now. Mr. Boris the Beast. I'm NappooBeats. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, salute to freaking macaroni, bro. Hey, shout him out.
Yeah.
Saluting, man.
Dang. For real. For real. We ain't got him in the episode, but he's in every episode. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Gotta
Yeah.
reverse that.
I'm gonna touch that shit one. I'm
All right.
scared of it still, but I'm gonna touch it one.
Yeah, let me know too.
Damn beat. Oh yeah, you want me to sniff you a snippet?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
That's what's gonna get done this week. By Wednesday, I guarantee it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man. What was you gonna say last time? I cut you off last time, man, and didn't come through.
Oh no, boo!
Yeah.
this,
Thank you.
this some feminist person's gonna come in. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? You know what you're doing by saying something like that? 10 seals have died because you said that. Like,
Ten seals.
what are you talking about? Girl.
Ten seals. I didn't even know seals. They had female.
The
But
10
no,
seals passed because you said boobs. It's like, what are you, man, what are you talking about? Oh, shoot. Man, got some work today or tomorrow or today. What's today? Today.